Alright team, what's up? We're back with some more Pentiment. Standing here to pluck my gamer tag since I haven't changed it yet, but we played this game yesterday. It was a lot of reading, but it has some cool ideas, executes some cool ideas. And I'm enjoying it, so we'll play a little bit more. I might swap to Skyrim on Friday, just to have something else. Since reading is kind of also, like, fucking with my throat a little bit for this long, but... yeah. Let's just get back into it. Let me move back. I usually sit. Maybe myself a little bit smaller. There we go. I don't want to be blocking off too much of the storybook. But what were we doing last time? What's the fucking notebook? Journal. Lorenz invited me to eat at the Abbott's table. Not sure I'm welcome. Gus is going to be annoyed that I'm missing dinner with the Druckers again. Right. Wait, what? I see. This is so hard to control. Guess that makes sense though. People, glossary, you don't need any of that. So I missed dinner with the, or not dinner, supper with the farmer dudes that live next to me. Can't do anything with that. Should I go back through all the church shit, see if there's new lore? There probably isn't, since it's the first day, but you never know with Obsidian games. Anything cool? Abattoir, no. Just some pigs. And a few goats. I'm out in the Abbot's house. Where is this dude? Bro is missing. Let me actually... One second. My cam's a little bit calibrated poorly. Alright. That should be good. I don't... Didn't that door just lead out? Why can't I open that door? A chapter house. Right, it's with all the dancing dead. Wash my hands in the courtyard laboratorium before going to supper. I put my hands all up in this Abbott's food real quick. Right, laboratorium was in the garden. Out in here. On the rain. Oh, there's Piero. Fuck. Let me do a voice warm up real quick for my throat. Andreas, I'm so glad you'll be joining us for supper. Though the circumstances are unusual, to be sure. I won't be able to speak with you. None of the brothers will. But it will be good to have you with us. It's a shame. I always enjoy our talks. Now, the same doesn't apply to you at the Abbot's table. You can talk all you like. Though I wouldn't recommend it. Father Abbot does not look kindly on idle chatter. Hope I don't make a fool of myself. These men are far above my station. I wish you could take my place, Brother Piero. You deserve the honor. Supper with an abbot and a nobleman. How could I... Or I could get used to this. I'm not gonna act unconfident. Maybe I flatter Brother Piero. Maybe I act arrogant. Talk with the brother. Anyway, I'm sorry for how the prior treated you. It's not fair. Humiliating. Oh no no, my son. There's no need to worry about me or my pride. And we all need a taste of humility from time to time. Keep our feet on this earth. No, Andreas, you are my pride. I cannot claim to have taught you much, but I am proud to have known you and your work. And when you learn all of us at Kirsau Abbey, or when you leave all of us at Kirsau Abbey behind, you can call upon your friend, Lorenz, the Baron of Rothvogel, to help you in your career. He's wrong, you know. Ferenc is wrong about you being slow. There's nothing wrong with your style. It's not old just because a nobleman says so. Ferenc's a dickhead. Don't trouble yourself over it. Time passes for us all. Things change. The future will right over the sunset. Right over the present. Sunset. You need not fear it, any of it, so long as you remain true to yourself and God. Now, I must hurry to the refectory to join my brothers. We'll see you inside. Wait, I think I washed my hands. But currently everybody should be doing their prayers and eating supper, so I don't think I'm gonna be finding anybody outside. I might as well just go to supper too. Yeah, I'm up top with the big boys. Andreas, glad you could join us. Thank you, my lord. Father Gurno, Father Thomas, prior for rank. Simon Peter answered, "You are the Messiah, the Son of the living God." Oh, the Gospel of Matthew, wonderful. Jesus replied, "Blessed are you, Simon, son of Jonah, for this was not revealed to you by flesh and blood, by my Father in heaven. And I tell you that you are Peter, and on this rock I will build my church, and the gates of Hades will not overcome it." Have you read Matthew much, Andreas? Yes, not really, to be honest. Nod head, shake head. I'm allowed to talk as much as I want. Some, yes. I will give you the keys of the kingdom of heaven. Whatever you bind on earth will be bound in heaven, and whatever you lose on earth will be loosed in heaven. Then he ordered his disciples not to tell anyone that he was the Messiah. Whatever you bind on earth will be bound in heaven. That reminds me, Father Gurno, have you read anything by Martin Luther? I can't say that I... He has some incredible ideas about the church. Brilliant, I think. My lord, is the meal to your liking? I believe I remember you enjoying our quail on your last visit. The quail? My god, Father Abbot, the quail's fine. Don't you think Luther's ideas are worth discussing? He's talking about the future of the church, shaking things up in a way I don't think we've seen before. Father Thomas, you see value in his ideas, don't you? My lord, I mean no offense, but I do not. Brother Matthew, yes? How appropriate. What are your thoughts on Luther's attacks on the church's sale of indulgences? Aaron, please do not involve the other brothers in this conversation. Fine, fine. What about Andreas? Certainly a man who attended the same university as Martin Luther can spare some thoughts on his work. He's really put me in a difficult position. To be quiet, I don't know what else to do. Why not join in debate? May bring everyone closer to understanding truth. It would be wise to defer to the abbot's authority and decline. Hell with the abbot. If he can't stand a little criticism, he isn't fit to sit at the fancy table. That's how I'm feeling. I hate the abbot. Kind of a dickhead. Let me bring everyone closer to understanding truth. Doesn't seem like the most prudent attitude at the moment. Right. Let's go with our passive ability. Must respect Father Abbot's wishes at his table, my lord. Fuck. At 2, Andreas. I expected more of you. Enough. Lord Worthvogel, you are our guest and held in high esteem, but you have worn out my patience. You will not be discussing Luther's work with Andreas, Thomas, Matthew, or with any other brother. Is that clear? I suppose, Father, it is your abbey. But you're taking too much offense at this. You're far too afraid of change. Whether it's from Luther or someone else, reform is coming to the church. You had better accept it. What? Neither you nor Martin Luther dictate change to the Holy Church on their whim. This talk is beyond insulting. It's blasphemous, outrageous. How dare you? I see. I have overstepped my bounds, and I suppose I've ruined everyone's supper. My apologies. In spite of this unpleasantness, I will make good on my manuscript payment and the donation of my copy of Historia Tesseae. If you cannot accept what the future will bring, perhaps it's time for you to come to terms with your past. Well, no need to overstay my welcome. Fathers, brothers, Andreas, good night. Fuck. Maybe I picked the wrong option. Thank you, Andreas, for not letting him engage you in his debate. No good would have come of it. Now then, I must ask you to leave so I can speak to the brothers in chapter privately. Fuck. It's too late to go back, isn't it? Would anyone? Nobody's here. Nobody minds. I'm gonna go see if I can fucking ignore that. Kinda forgot that would be there. Gonna have to cut that out of the bud. I don't think anybody will even be able to do anything with that, but still, like having as little information out as possible. Let's just skip through all this shit. Got it, got it. Yes. Yes, yes. Hail Mary, all that. Let's get on with it. I mean, that quail is pretty good. It was the pig head. Brother Matthew, yes. Alright, I'm indulging in Lorenz. I want to be his friend more than I do the church. Why not? Where should we start? Why not join in debate? The abbot will be furious with me, that's why. I don't care. Will be remembered. Ah, debate, excellent. Why not start with the 95 Theses? Andreas, you should know better. These are all the same. I was pissed. Didn't ruin my supper, Lorenz. Come on, come on. Why, Andreas? Why did you engage him? I expect better of you. Now then, I must ask you to leave so I can speak with to the brothers in chapter privately. Brother Piero, please accompany Andreas out. I will take my leave as well. Good night. Bro didn't even finish eating. Don't worry about Father Gurno and the Baron. Sure we'll be fine by morning. I hope Father Abbot can see that the Baron's heart is in the right place, even if he picked the wrong time to express himself. It seems unlikely. think the Baron should apologize if he wants to be forgiven. Think on Matthew, Andreas. Our forgiveness should come like God's love, freely, without condition. In any case, I do hope the Baron respects the abbot's wishes for the rest of his stay, for everyone's sake. Brother Piero, what do you think of Martin Luther's ideas? That is for younger and wiser men than me to decide. I am just a monk, thank God. Good night, my son. Sleep time. Should get some sleep. Now what I should get, some loot from the Abbey while everyone's asleep. Never mind. Everything's closed. Can I steal some fucking arms? Some badges? Nope. Feverfew. So fresh. I don't think I can talk to you about anything new, Cecilia. Sorry for bothering you. Nothing I can do here still. How do I keep checking all these places that will never have anything for me? Fuck the cat. Leaving. The lamp's still burning in the guest house. Lorenz must still be awake. I wonder how he's doing. What was he thinking? He's a baron, but he couldn't have expected that to go well. The storm doesn't seem to be letting up anytime soon. Get back to the Gertners. How's the boy doing? Can't knock on the door? Odd. To the meadow. The hell is that? Huh? Ghost? Are you alright, Master Mailer? I believe that I may have just seen the physical manifestation of a spirit. The ghost? Yes? Could be a Roman, maybe even an old pagan. Wouldn't be the first time people have seen ghosts around these parts. Interesting. I don't think it was a ghost. Have you ever seen one? Usually around the shrine. Who knows how many restless Romans lie beneath these stones. Well, I think I found Johann's last lost sheep. Going to head home. Take care, Master Mailer. I will. Thank you too. You too. You too is always a good choice. Forest? I think I've gone to the forest. God damn. I ignored all this shit. Most of this felling is for the Abbey's renovations and firewood. The town can only gather sticks. Bertram Drucker's Smokey's house. I guess Smokey's out. Who the fuck is Smokey? Crown of Saint Sophia waterfall. Seisha? Rotten and full of bugs. No wonder Otto hasn't split it up. The waterfall must flow down from the snowmelt in the mountains above the Abbey. Old salt mine. There's so much to this game. Hastings' old salt mine. How the town made money before the Imperial Road opened up. Tab. Imperial Road, also called the Via Imperii. The Imperial Road links Venice in the south with Stettin on the Baltic Sea in the north. It passes through Verona, Innsbruck, Nuremberg, and many other cities along the way. It also brings thousands of travelers to Tassing and Kirsau every year. Nice. Good road. I too would build that road. See what this shrine is about. Satia. Carving of Saint Satia. It looks quite old. That it does, Andreas. That it does. There's one more spot back in the meadow. We can go up. I can go to the ruins too. Why is your dog out? Fucked up. In the rain? I guess this is olden times. Kitchen truckers. Glass windows, probably made in the Low Countries. Looks like a Dutch windmill. What's it doing in Bavaria? Look for the fucking ghost. Child's drawings. I wonder who the artist is. Probably the ghost. Collapsed. Must have allowed access to the aqueduct. Shrine to St. Moritz. Statue looks ancient. Ah, no. Emily. Pale horse, still on the floor. I'm assuming she's talking in her sleep. Teens. Maidens? Matines. Monastic hour corresponding to 2 a.m. It is used for the night prayer. Matines, the pale horse. Death. Sister, listen to my voice. Do you hear me? Do you hear me? Yes. Was Amelie the blind one? Yes, father, I hear you. Am I here? Is this now? Yes, you are with us, and this is now. I apologize, Andreas. I imagine that must have been quite alarming. She alright? She is, yes. Sister Amelie is a mystic, gifted with visions when God sees fit to give her one. Some are more frightening than others. What is she doing in there? Does she live in the church? How long has she been here? She lives there, yes. I'm a little surprised you haven't noticed her before. If you came to Mass more often, you would see that I give her communion through a window into her cell. Her cell? She is an anchoress, a religious hermit so devoted to God that she has enclosed herself in a cell next to the church. She is dead to the world, but continues a life of prayer and religious contemplation. Bro, that fucking sucks. Why would you willingly do that? How are you gonna game inside a church cell? Come on. I guess there's nothing you could do for fun, so I guess that is a little fun. Sometimes, ever so rarely, she receives great and terrible visions. Is she local to Tassing, or was she a nun at Kirsau? Neither. She came here from a Benedictine abbey in Lower Bavaria after it burned down. I am her confessor and caretaker. Many anchoresses are not literate. I write down her visions to help her interpret them. Not all of the monks and nuns at Kirsau could read, even poor brother Volkbert. What's wrong with Volkbert? Thank you, Father Thomas. I must rest now. I don't know what that's about, but poor sister. She seems unhappy. She is not unhappy, but she is in pain, both physical and spiritual. Her spiritual pain comes from her revelations. They come and go. I try to address them as best I can. The physical pain comes from a deformity in her spine and aching in her joints. I know of no cure for that, save prayer to the Almighty. Sister Emily was saying she had a vision of death. Could someone be in danger? Oh no, don't rush to judgment. Her visions are divine and powerful. They could have many meanings. Some of her revelations take years to comprehend. Some may never be understood at all, as God wills it. Still, the argument at dinner was quite troubling. Perhaps it has cast a shadow over her thoughts. Now then, the good sister appears to have fallen back to sleep. Must prepare for bed myself. Good night, Andreas. Good night, Father. Head to the mill. Not head to the mill. Is back down to the forest. Wait, what? Franz Bauer and Widow. What? Right, I never met these people, did I? I've been hearing about the widow, but never actually seen her. The fuck is that? These wood carvings are quite curious. Tilia, yeah, that's the widow. John Bauer Farm. Johan's family keeps beehives for the honey and wax. Girl's going hard. I want the honey and wax. Down Commons. Have I been here? Yes, I have. Zimmerman House. Bauer Farm. Farm. Central Town. Never went here. Alban Bakery. North Town. There's so much. Steinauer House. First time I've seen this cat. Fine. Blau. Get out of my sight. North Town. More ruins? I wonder if they're from the old Roman colony. Olds House. Guessing is lucky to have so much woundwort naturally growing. That's even more woundwort. And I need it when the combat starts. Gertner House. That's where I live. You got pigs and sheep. Why is bro just standing here asleep? Gertner guest room. I really clean this up. The Picatrix, Key of Solomon, the Heptameron? Cry for rank. Keeps giving me all of these books to read. Getting late, I should get some rest. Go to sleep or stay awake. Looks like I'm going to sleep. Who's got a nightcap and everything? Prime. Time to get back to work. I'm tired yet. crabs have to complain. Nope, all the same. What's wrong with Ursula? It's alright, Ursula. Just because it's leaking. Good morning. Do you need any help with Ursula? No, a little crying won't hurt her. Besides, I think we've gotten almost all the leaks now. Ursula is my first child and she's been a handful, but I think I have the hang of it now. Big York has been a godsend. He helped Christine with Eva when she was a baby. I never took you for a family man, Andreas. I'm not. Not yet. I just wanted to be helpful. I have two older brothers, both married, so there are plenty of nieces and nephews for me to play uncle to. I appreciate the offer. We'll make a fine husband someday, Andreas. Oh, this storm let up. It's been going all morning. Peter and Jorg are outside trying to deal with the flooding as best they can. Oh my, is the farm in danger? I certainly hope everything's alright at the Abbey. Fuck the Abbey. There's always a danger with this much rain, but we lived through worse. Whatever happens, it will be as God wills it. We must have faith in Providence and endure what is to come. I'll have some food for you. Free food. Here, sorry I couldn't prepare anything more. Thank you. Otto wanted me to say hello, by the way. Didn't Otto ask me to say hello? He's probably courting her. Be a good friend to him and just tell her. So what? They're not married, are they? Neither are you, yet. Why not test the waters? I can't do that to Otto. Otto's the homie. They'd probably be happy together. Oh, he did? Good. Thank you. Have a good day at the Abbey, Andreas. Try to stay dry. Thank you. You too. Good luck. Be good, Ursula. It looked like she was going up for a hug. Just ditched her. Andreas. You doing alright, Peter? I didn't see that the wall was broken. Is that from the flood? Some storm, huh? Is it always like this? No, I'm not. Some of our sheep escaped, and I'd rather not spend my morning fixing this damned wall for the third time this year. This is the way it always is. Rain falls on the Abbey and rolls downhill to us little people. It's hard to blame the Abbey for that. It's just how rain works. There's a reason we're down here and they're up there, Andreas. Anyway, I have to get back to this. See you later. Nah, Big Jorg's got it. Can't walk in the water. Andres? Hello, Andreas. Good morning, Andres. So, Otto and Eva, huh? Yes, what about them? How's their courtship developing? Doing fine, you think? Come now, tell me the juicy details about what's going on between them. I'm not a gossip, Andreas. Do not ask this to pour water on the rumor mill, but for the concern I have for the happiness of my friends. Otto practically asked me to be his messenger. I'm only trying to understand how things stand. Of course, Andreas. Fancy talk for being nosy. Well, if you ask me, I think Otto's being a bit too slow about it. Oh? He's old enough already not to be smitten like a boy. They both like each other. Seems to me, if you found the right person, you should go for it. What I would do. What stopped you? Where's Mistress Schmidt? Where is Mistress Schmitten, if I may ask? Oh, that's a private matter. You can trust me, Andres. Aren't we friends? I have an intended Sabine waiting for me in Nuremberg. We're to marry once I finish my wander year. I'm not even sure if she's the right one, but it is a necessary step. It's not good for the soul to be alone, Andreas. I do hope to find someone I have at my side, as we build a family. God has not given me this blessing. Worry not, it could happen at any moment, Andres. May not be as remarkable as people say. Worry not, one hopes so. I must get back to work, Andreas. Enough talk. Until later. Damn, maybe I should have taken Hedonist. Gotta go up. Am I still in the fucking tutorial? Showing me all the spots. Almond Bakery. Got any loot back here? There's Anna. Huh? That's not words. Wait, that might be high. Greta? Andrea, such a pleasure to see you, and looking so handsome, as always. Back for more of my rye? Dear Gret, you know I can't stay away from your rye. I was passing by and thought I should say hello. Now I must say goodbye. Andreas. I was passing by and thought I should say hello. Now I must say goodbye. Aren't you a good man? Well, you're always welcome here, Andreas. And always welcome to my rye. Be well. Until later, Gret. Did I get the bread? Guess that's just bastardized writing of hi. God bless you, Andreas. Your face is not saying God bless you. God be with you, Andreas. Seems like we have a good spring storm, though I hope it lets up soon. Good morning. I'm sure we'll let up soon. Good morning. It's annoying I have to walk all the way up to the Abbey in this. As God wills it. Ulrich, I paid Gret for last week's pumpernickel. Sorry to make you wait for it. No trouble at all. Please say hello to Lucky for me. Lucky's old bald man. Of course. Now I'm off to home, and then to the... Pfeiffer's? I assume that's Pfeiffer's. Good morning, Agnes. What's going on at the Pfeiffer's? This weather? Can't the Pfeiffer's wait? Helena has about a month to go before her child is due. The last one was hard. He didn't make it, God rest his soul. I just want to give her the best chance she can have. It is in God's hands. Trust in Providence. Always, Ulrich. But I'll do what I can to help. Why make the Lord do all the work? I must be off now. Good day to you both. And Andreas, stay out of the rain. Tell Helena I will pray for her health. This will be remembered. She will appreciate that, Andreas. Thank you. Till later. Until later, Agnes. I have to go there to progress, so let's go on the side. The ruins, can't go to the Stoltz, never mind, there's no lore here. What a waste. Nothing here either. Who just leaves their house open like this? Are they the Steinauers? Is this just their bread shop? No, because Albent, I guess that's them, probably. Gotta be mad rich if they're affording 2 fucking buildings. And this economy? Come on. Oh, there's gotta be some secret loot down here. Right? There's gotta be loose chickens. Philia, what's up? Even you got 2 stories. You want something? Fuck off then. Glad your husband died. Flowers. These are pissed. Oh, up. Yes, yes, upwards. Alright, can't go into the Drucker's house, so we gotta go to the mill, of course, up to the middle. Last dog. Ruins. Nope. I could dodge the church, but it's probably not the play right here. Tomas. Lucky. Father, I've said this before, but it isn't good that the water drains here so quickly. It's affecting the foundation. It needs to be looked at. I understand, but if you dig here, you may be disturbing the bodies decomposing in the yard. Of course, Father, but they're going to be dug back up again anyway. Yes, yes, but why disturb them unnecessarily? It's your church, Father. You can't put this off forever. The foundation is going to crack. I understand. Perhaps after some of the bones have been moved to the ossuaries? Ossuaries? Thank you, Lucky. Good day, Master Mailer. Good day, Father Thomas. Everything alright with the church? I didn't mean to eavesdrop. Oh yes, Lucky was again reminding me of the danger of severe rainfall can pose to the foundation. God looks after his flock, but sometimes the pent requires an earthly hand. It will be taken care of. God be with you, Andreas. With you, Father Thomas. Until later. Meadow Forest. See if Smokey's out. Yup. Slav. Oh, what? Hello. Hello, you're not a local, are you? No. I'm staying in Tassing only briefly. Smokey a friend of yours? No, I mean, I didn't know him before coming to Tassing, but he's let me stay with him, so yes. I suppose he is. People don't much like Romani. Most folk despise anything that's different, like staying on the edge of town. Different is merely different, not better or worse. I search to find whatever is different. Differences in an artist's style that makes their work unique. Ah, you're the artist staying up at Curacao. Yes, just visiting Tassing for some time. My name is Andreas Mailer. Nice to meet you. Most folk in Tassing don't come down here to talk. Right. I'm Vakslav, a traveling tinker. Travel from place to place, sharpen knives, mend small things that need mending, that sort of thing. What brought you to Tassing, Vakslav? Well, I actually came to visit Cursao's library. I had hoped for one of the monks to read them to me, but the abbot wouldn't let me in. No one's allowed inside the library except the sisters. I'm not surprised they turned you away. Father Gurno is a grumpy old man. I think he has half a mind to throw me out of the scriptorium most days. Fuck, I was supposed to go visit the church at night. Try and get into the back room. And fuck Father Gurno. He does seem like an angry man. He threatened to expel me from Tassing entirely. What were you looking for? Well, I explained I was looking for a text about the elements. They're primordial. As Aristotle says, then God didn't create them, they exist with him. Since the dawn of time. It's a fascinating idea. But Genesis clearly states that the Lord created the heavens and the earth. Not only that, but it explains the presence of the angels and demons before the creation of the world. Of the 5 elements, angels are fire and air, and demons water and earth. And the world was aethered before the Lord formed it. That's why Satan appeared as a snake to Eve. Snakes can only dwell in deep caves and pools. Bro's kinda spitting. I'd never considered it that way before. You might be onto something. Be careful, Vuxlav. People have been in prison for talking like that. Don't be absurd. God created the elements just as much as anything else. I want to tell him to be careful. I am well aware of that, Master Mailer. Nevertheless, I thank you for your concern. Anyways, I should get back to work. Until later, Vuxlav. Let's talk to Smokey. Wait. The fucking game audio hasn't been working this whole time. Was it not working last stream too? What the fuck? I thought I had back. Well, I guess if nobody cared, then it wasn't really a problem. But my bad. But I keep, like, anytime I add something to game audio, I have to press add executable, and I keep thinking I just scroll down to it and press OK and then that'll add it, but clearly it does not. So my bad. It's just a fucking audiobook anyways, so I don't think you should care. But we met once before, I think. You were drawing something by the waterfall. I'm Smokey. Well, Adam. People call me Smokey. You're the charcoal burner. Yes, I have to stay out here in the forest near the kiln. Is there anything I can do for you? No, just being friendly. Oh, of course. Good to see you. Until next time, Master Mailer. Until then. Fuck. How could I make such a rookie mistake 2 months in? It's because that was my first gameplay stream in like fucking 2 weeks. I'm gonna blame that. God damn it. To the meadow. Oh, sheep, bro. Still. Got nothing to speak about. There's nothing here either. I'm kind of pissed. Martine? Hey Martine, get a friendly greeting from Martine. No. Called Martine an idiot, told Martine not to work too hard. Martine ended the conversation mad at you. Failure. Eat shit, Andreas. I was sneezing. Should get to the scriptorium. Gurno will give me an earful if I'm late again. Give a fuck about Gurno. Who's this? Old Otto? Old Otto. So there's Otto and Old Otto. I see. No one down at the old salt mine. Good thing too, because all that rain would mess with the fucking walls. Moisture in the floor of the mine. Cause a cave in. I don't want to go catch up to Martine. Call him a little shithead again. Where are you, you little asshole? I'll kill you. Not over here. I'm just gonna guess that he's gone. Yeah, fuck it. Not worth the effort. kind of is worth the effort, but it's not worth the time. Get a move on. Yeah, the one up there went to the forest. Lower Abbey. Someone stabbed the horse? Is it red? Be with you, Andre, or God be with you, Andreas. Is God with us? Look at this rain. He's still preparing to leave, even with this weather. The weather is unfortunate, but the Baron's wife, Lady Salamia, will be arriving today. My lord intends to depart as soon as she arrives. How long have they been married? 7 years now. She's a fine woman, a true lady. He's hoping to bid farewell to the Baron before he leaves. I'm sure he would appreciate that. He spoke highly of you before he went to bed. He was glad you were willing to debate him at supper, even though he's sure the abbot would hold it against you. Well, Luther's work is worth debating, regardless of what the abbot thinks. I just love arguing, honestly. The abbot is too conservative. I find it's best to ignore him. The Baron is a patron of the abbey. I didn't want to refuse him. And you and my lord have much in common. Earn Lorenz Rothvogel's favor, address the Baron by his Christian name. Would it be fair to say I found the Baron's favor? It would. My lord bade me to give you a token of his friendship in his absence. He says it's a small thing compared to the future commissions, but he hopes that you will wear it with pride. Let's go. What an extraordinary pin. Please thank the Baron for me. In fact, I will wear it right now. Many thanks. I'll keep it secure until I have clothing worthy of bearing it. Shit. I don't know if it would be an insult to wear it on my shit clothes. I'll wear it right now. As you wish, of course. Where has your master gone, then? He went for a walk early in the morning. He didn't say whether he'd be back, or when he'd be back. Hope he returns soon. The rain is turning everything to mud. Seems odd given the weather. My lord might surprise you, Andreas. He never minds getting mud on his boots. Of course, I'm the one who has to clean them. Baron seems to be quite an unusual man in many ways. Well, I apologize for taking up so much of your time. Good luck, Godspeed, and I hope you can keep dry. Maybe so. I only know him as my lord for the last 7 years. That reminds me, did you see a short, surly-looking young man in a hat on your way up this morning? Surely you don't mean me. No, he was shorter than you by 2 hands, at least. It can only be Martin Bauer. He ran past me in the meadow as I was walking up the hill. He was in quite a hurry. I would explain my lord's missing rings. What rings are these? 1 gold, 1 silver, and a handful of gold. Golden? Gold coins used as currency throughout the Holy Roman Empire. Though different standards exist for the golden in different regions, it is generally equivalent to the Florentine florin. A book the Baron was planning to give to the Abbey. Fuck. Orientacier? I believe so, yes. I want to pack the Baron's things, and they were missing. The boy's a known thief. It wouldn't surprise me if he's responsible for the missing rings. Why do you think Martin stole the rings? Nah, fuck that kid. I would explain it then. Regrettably, he had ample opportunity for his theft. Yesterday, I caught the boy with the hat. Martin, I suppose. Peering in through the windows. I could have admonished him at the time, but, well, he seemed harmless. That's a shame. Hope the Baron won't be too put out. My lord is a man of some means. He won't miss the gold or the rings. I do think he will be upset about the book. He was quite excited for the abbot to see it. In any case, I must finish preparing the horses. It's good talking to you, Andreas. Of course. Hope this rain lets up for you soon. God willing. Until next time. Until then. Alright, fuck it. I'm going to find this kid. Little shithead. You don't steal from my bro. Where is he at? Can't be hiding. Can't be hiding too far. Lucky. Where is he? Hiding in here. Kinda making bread on the floor is kind of a grody. Guess that's how the rye gets its flavor. I will find this child. We'll bring him to justice. Damn. Andres, have you seen a little shithead run through here? There's no way. They can't have him run past you and then just disappear. That ain't right. Ursula? Ursula's not stealing shit in here. Why'd you stop cleaning, Ursula? Eva. Clara. Hello, Andreas. Hello, Clara. I have something for you. Oh? This should be enough to pay my rent and the tax you owe the app. Right, I forgot. Andreas, this is far more than your rent payment. We can't accept this. Please, Clara, it's the least I can do. You and Peter have been such gracious hosts. Consider the rest a gift then, in addition to my rent. Insist, it's enough to pay back the abbot, yes? But Andreas, how did you even find so much coin? Are you sure you'll have enough to spare for yourself? Don't worry about me, Clara, I'll be fine. Convince Brother Matthew to pay me a bit early. I wanted to be sure you could pay your taxes in time. God bless you 1,000 times, Andreas. You don't know what this means to us. I'm happy to help, Clara. It's the Christian thing to do. You're a good man, Andreas. Thank you. Let you move on with your day. God bless you. Until later. Aiden Pool. Ain't gonna get no thank you from Peter, though. God damn it. But if I was friends with that little asshole, I'd get the books and the rings back for free. There's no way I could be friendly with that kid after what he's did. It ain't hard to fix a fence, dumb child. No shot, right? He has to be somewhere. I guess not. I don't think I saw him go down to the forest either. Maybe here? No? I'm about to just Google if you can even find this kid, honestly. But nobody's played this shit. Guess not. That was a lot of wasted time. There's no reason you shouldn't be able to find Martine. This makes no sense. Guest house. Abbott House is closed. Let's see. No one in here. Good start. Convent. Did I tell you about the shithead child? Guess not. Nobody's gonna be in there. Right? Nobody's gonna be in there. No one's in here. Guess there's only one place to go. Crypt in the tower. Did I go in there before? Can't go in there lately. I don't think I went into the tower last time, or the crypt. Definitely not. Foundations of the abbey were built when the Romans occupied this land, not long after the death of Christ. These tomb markers go back centuries, all the way to the founding of the abbey. Abbot Dietrich, from the height of Curacau's power in the 14th century, those days have long passed. A lovely relief of the Virgin and Child. Name it's hidden down here. That was it. Now what? What? A key. Secret entrance to the library. I'll have to remember this. I see. Tower. Ding dong bells. And some fucking metal slug shit. I gotta stop searching everything before I do the actual quest, bro. There's too much to this game. Not even that there's that much, it's just so fucking spaced out. Wish there was a map that actually showed you where everyone is. Like if there was just a marker in every spot that you could do something in. Maybe there is and I just haven't been looking at it. Okay, let me out. Okay. There's so much nothing. I should just be going to the scriptorium. Cemetery. Probably nobody in the cemetery. Well, that's new, I think. Brother Gerhard has been dead quite some time. Why is his grave disturbed? I knew it. I knew there'd be new lore. Maybe that's where the kid hid the stuff? If that's true, he desecrated a corpse and he's going to have to be executed. I've been here. Why did it save right there though? I guess it saves every time I move. There's so much. Cloister? Been here. Kitchen, cellar, dorm. Been all over here. To the scriptorium. Oh, this is wonderful. The rest of the abbey is soaked and there's not a drop of rain in here. Good thing the abbot had Otto replace the roof of the scriptorium in the library last month. With the calefactory next door, we can stay warm while everyone else is cold and wet. Why nobody likes you, guy? Ale factory or Cal factory? A communal warming room in the monasteries. Ale factories are usually attached to the cloister, but in Kirsau it is part of the old abbey, and therefore connected to the old scriptorium. Keeps the monks warm and the library dry. That's good. Instead of bragging about our good fortune, you should think upon your brothers and sisters and pray their health and safety. The abbot's foresight saved a lot of our work and protected what's in the library. Town hasn't fared as well. I'm sure they'll be fine. More importantly, if they're not, I don't care. Brother Guy, your heart is harder than the stone of this floor. Huh. You have the grumpy old monk, but where's the nice one? Brother Piero? Haven't you seen him yet today? I did, before Brother Guy arrived. Brother Piero left to speak to the abbot some time ago. What? Why is Matthew ringing the bell? Can't be Thursday already. I pray it stops soon. Such a cacophony is an assault on my frail ears. It is not stopping. Suppose this means we're being summoned to the chapter house. God, give me the strength to endure the rain. It's 50 feet, old man. You'll be fine. God, give me the strength to endure this, man. True. Still not stopping. What's going on? Can't all be because of the storm. I should see what's the matter. Could see this dude's book. What's he been writing? Scream coming from the cloister. Piero better not be dead. It's coming from just down the hall, maybe the chapter house. I think those screams were coming from the chapter house. I think something terrible has happened, Master Andreas. Blood. Oh, it's not Piero. I think it's the Baron. He's been hurt. Baron's a lot more than hurt. Please, Father, where is Brother Florian? Have him come quickly. Be silent, brother. Brother Florian, if you please. I'm sorry, Father. There's nothing to be done. He's dead. Sister Marguerite, calm yourself. Sister Gertrude, please take Sister Marguerite back to the garden. Yes, Mother Cecilia. God protect us. The Baron was, a friend of the Prince Bishop of Freezing. Why is he so worried about the Prince Bishop? This abbey is odd in more than one way. Its existence offends some of the church. We are far enough from Rome and Mainz. Located on the Rhine River. Mainz is the home of the Archbishop of Mainz, an elector of the Holy Roman Empire. Primals Germani, Pope substitute north of the Alps. Florian, how easily do you think you could dispose of this body? Father Abbot, what are you saying? Why are you questioning me? Why are you wasting precious time? You want to see the soldiers of the Prince Bishop march up our steps and fling your brothers and sisters out of our home? Due process, God protect us. What? Silence, quiet. Just spouting. Calm yourselves, all of you. Father Abbot, Baron Vogel's manservant is already preparing to leave. Baron's wife should be here in a matter of hours. This is not the time for rash decisions. Yes, you're right. Forgive me. But then, what will we do? We must send the Baron's man to the court of the Prince Bishop in Freezing at once. Mother Cecilia, the Baron said the Prince Bishop's Archdeacon was in Innsbruck for the Imperial Diet. Even better, swift action will silence any whispers of impropriety on our part. Given the Baron's stature, the Archdeacon will undoubtedly come to investigate immediately. You must cooperate with him fully and pray for a speedy resolution. Yes, good. Thank you, Mother Cecilia. Brother Wislav, please detain Brother Piero in the cellar until the Prince Bishop's man arrives. What? Brother Piero? Why? Absurd. Father Gurno, I implore you to reconsider. He was caught in flagrant delicto and blazing offense, indicating an individual has been caught in the act of committing a crime. Covered in blood with a knife in his hand. Father, do you really believe that Brother Piero is capable of such a foul deed? Yes, capable enough when motivated by anger. I had no anger against the Baron, Father Abbot. I simply came across him like this. No anger? But even for insulting your work and forcing us to give it to Andreas? This is not a subject for debate. When the Prince Bishop's man arrives, we must not be empty-handed. So it's definitely the Abbot that did this, right? Like 100%? That's how I'm feeling. Even if Piero wanted to kill the Baron, he's not physically capable of the act. He wasn't angry. Anyone who was in the scriptorium knows that. Even Guy knows that. Be quiet, this is not your affair. It is my affair if you're going to make me part of Brother Piero's supposed motive. Forgive me, Father Gurno, I just don't think Brother Piero... Oh, fuck you, Gurno. I am through debating this with you. My decision stands. Brother Wislav will detain Brother Piero in the cellar until I say otherwise. Brother Florian, please escort Andreas out of the abbey. Andreas, do not show your face here again until tomorrow. Do you understand me? This is ridiculous, but yes. Andreas, listen to me. I sympathize with you. I don't think Piero did this either. This isn't the time to push the Abbot. I'm sure the other brothers and sisters believe Piero is innocent as well. The Abbot is worried about the Prince Bishop's attention. I don't give a fuck. I don't live here. you have any recommendations, I'd love to hear them. You have to do something. I can't let Piero die for something he didn't do. I appreciate your passion, but if you pursue this indelicately, it could make matters worse. Take a few hours to calm your nerves and your mind. You need to think clearly. Go to the Druckers, eat a good meal, and come back at Non's. Monastic hour corresponding to 3 p.m., one of the little hours of prayer. You won't have much time, but tap on my window with a small stone and I'll let you in. Let me in for what? To examine the body. Fuck. I didn't take the medicine. Should follow Florian's advice and go to the Druckers. Hopefully it will clear my head. So I can't get in no matter what. That's fucked up. Still drizzling too, so nobody's gonna be outside. At least up here in the church where they can stay inside and be warm. Where is bro? Nope, let's pin all this shit on Martine. What is this? A letter to the Baron from Friar Ferenc. My god, Lorenz was blackmailing Ferenc to get him to perform some kind of occult ritual. Baron Vogel. That is not in English. One thing to read books on magic, but few are foolish enough to attempt to actually practice what's written in them. No wonder Ferenc was so unsettled when Lorenz arrived. The Baron could have gotten him executed for witchcraft. Some of the substances used in these rituals are dangerous, even lethal. God forbid someone in the Inquisition finds out about it. Nah. It's the other way around. Ferenc was trying to get Lorenz to do the occult ritual. I see with my divine eye. Wait, this one you could interact with too. Maybe there's a secret passage in here. Nope. Maybe later. I'm not gonna go on a whole fuck off journey again. No. Stay on the path. Good day, Andreas. Back from the Abbey already? It's only noon. Andreas, are you alright? No, something terrible has happened. Oh god, what? No, forgive me. Come inside and sit down for a minute. If it's not an imposition, I'd appreciate a moment to rest. Not an imposition at all. My friends are always welcome in my home. Besides, I could use your opinion on something. Printing press. Do they all speak like this? Come on. Good day, Andreas. Should I fix you a plate? It's not too much trouble, I'd appreciate it. I'm always glad to heat your cooking, Marie. No, I'm sorry. I don't have much of an appetite right now. Oh my, Klaus, you must invite Andreas over more often so I can hear someone compliment my food. Your cooking is lovely, darling. Hello. Berthold? Berthold. Hello, Berthold. Berthold? Berthold. Hello, Berthold. How are you? Sleepy. Come back to my workshop. going to do a new run of Phil Ewan Spiegel. Right, excrement, right. There's a printing a few years ago, or there was a printing a few years ago in Strasbourg, but it was awful, almost bereft of illustrations. What do you think of these new ones? They look wonderful, excellent work. Figures and composition are terrific. Background is quite dense and busy. Oh, let's go. Thank you, I'll be sure to let Marie know. Are these her woodcuts? They are. Drawings were mine, but she did the block cuts. Got enough talent to draw the designs, but only she can do the woodcuts and the type. See, power couple. Bless us, O Lord, and these your gifts, which we are about to receive from your bounty. Through Christ our Lord. Amen. Amen, amen. I'm hungry. Amen. Andreas, what were the bells for at the Abbey? They were sounding for a long time. The visiting nobleman, Lorenz Vogel, was found murdered in the chapter house. God in heaven, he just rode by here yesterday. Yes, and it gets worse. One of the elderly brothers I work with in the scriptorium, Piero, accused of the crime. It's awful. A murder in Curacao? How could a monk do such a thing? I'm sorry, Andreas. The Baron seemed like an interesting man, and I know he's been a patron of the Abbey for years. How did he die? Could it have been an accident? Does the abbot really believe that Brother Piero killed him? I've always spoken of him in the kindest terms. Seemed like Lorenz had been stabbed, but I don't know. There was a lot of blood around him. There was a lot of blood, but I'd rather not speculate about what happened. I'd rather spare you the details, but it's hard to believe what happened to him was natural. But no, I can't believe Piero did it. I can't imagine him harming anyone. Stab? It's hard for me to imagine a monk doing that as well, but who knows? Oh, but it might have been one of the sisters. But if it wasn't Brother Piero, who do you think it could have been? I did see Lucky Steinauer get into a shouting argument with Lorenz yesterday, just before I walked by your place. Lucky? Why would he have cause to shout at a nobleman? Yeah. Farmer's bread, sausage, egg pasta. That sounds bomb. What? Bread? Sausage first. There's probably something else going on that you wouldn't know about, dear. What do you mean by that? I'm not one to trade gossip, but if you really want to know, talk to some of the other women in town. Mother Cecilia up at the Abbey. Why have Mother Cecilia? I didn't really realize she saw much of Tassing. Oh, there's no need for that. Lucky is a forthright man. Sure, if you ask him, he'll tell you what the argument was about. Thank you both. That's good advice. There's something else, though. When Lorenz and I were walking through the meadow, the widow Kemperin came out of the woods and... Yes? Well, she cursed him. I'm not surprised. Tilia's late husband, Renig, ran afoul of Lorenz on his last visit to Tassing. I don't remember the details. Renig died just last year, and Attilia hasn't been the same since. Let's eat the bread next. She was always an old bitch, even before she was old. Klaus, that's enough. She had to deal with a lot of jobs and life. Now she lives all alone at the edge of the woods. There are rumors she's going to lose her property soon. I do pity her, even if she is a bitter woman. There should be some exception in the law for her to inherit. Women are not legally barred from inheriting. It all depends on the details of the lease. Did she come from a wealthy family? She did, in fact. Wealthier than Renig's, anyway. The land they lived on was part of her dowry. She may make a case to lay claim to it or property of equal value. Well, well, are you a lawyer, Andreas? Enough about Attilia. Is there anyone else you think may have done it? I don't know if he has any ill intent, but Prior Ferenc has been acting strangely since the day Lorenz arrived. Perhaps an academic disagreement? I know they're both avid readers, both of classics and new works. On his last visit, the Baron brought a book on astronomy from me. Bought a book on astronomy from me. I know the Prior has some similar interests. But would the Prior kill someone over a simple disagreement? It's not that outlandish. When I was over in university, I saw men throw punches over small academic concerns. What is an opinion for some is a testament of faith for others and worth killing for. True? That may be so, but I've never seen that sort of anger in Prior Ferenc, not even when Gernot was made abbot instead of him. Afterward, he seemed bitter, but never violent. Just doesn't seem to be part of his character. So, Lucky, the widow, and the Abbey Prior. Anyone else? There was something strange when they approached the Abbey together. Mother Cecilia was outside with some of the sisters. Mother Cecilia scowled. Took the nuns inside without saying a word. It sounds like they have a history, at least. The egg pasta, let's go. I do not know Mother Cecilia personally, but I have never heard anyone speak badly of her. She had cause to dislike the Baron. I must believe she had good reason. Well, Andreas, it sounds like there's a lot to look into. Thank you for talking to me. I was feeling overwhelmed. Thank you for your care. It's helped me understand how I can help Piero. You are always welcome here, Andreas. Anytime. Yeah. You are especially welcome with this one. God be with you, Andreas. Thank you. Be good until I come back, Bertold. I'll try. Is there a God counter? See how many times I've said God? I have several leads to follow, but where should I start? I could talk to Lucky Steinauer. He's probably working in front of his house. The widow Kemperin lives south of here, near Franz Bauer. Prior Ferenc is usually at the scriptorium, but I won't be able to speak with him until tomorrow. Still, nothing would prevent me from talking to Mother Cecilia in the convent. If I don't attend Brother Florian's examination of the body at the Abbey, he'll have to do it without me. I really think it's fucking Frank. Like 100%. Probably only pick 2 as well, right? Throw the stone. Examine the body first. Andreas, this way. There you are. I'm glad the storm didn't delay you. Now, even though I gave instructions that I was not to be disturbed, we must work quickly. Seeing a corpse up close can be unsettling for some. I hope you're up to it. Well, I'm not sure, but I want to help Piero. Good. Let's let your resolve steal you. Now then, you should probably take notes as we go. They might be useful later. Of course. We'll begin by inspecting his anterior, starting with the face and head. No visible wounds, no blemishes, teeth in good condition. Nothing unusual. Neck, shoulders, and chest are ordinary. Need to clean some blood away to examine the torso. Yes, there it is. A punctured wound between the 6th and 7th ribs. It's fairly shallow, though. I estimate it penetrated only about an inch. Likely came from his own hand. Wait, he inflicted on himself? How can you tell? That doesn't sound deep enough to have killed him. Nuremberg inch or an Innsbruck inch? It wasn't. It's likely incidental, received while falling on his own knife. He must have some other wound that's issued forth all the blood we found on him. Then surely this must mean that Brother Piero is innocent. Means it's incredibly unlikely that Brother Piero stabbed the Baron, but it doesn't explain what actually killed the man. Brother Piero never should have picked up that knife. I'm sure the appearance of guilt never even crossed his mind. Now then, let's move on. Well, there's a sore on his... There's what? There's a sore on his sex, probably from the French disease. I doubt it had anything to do with his murder. Not familiar with it. It was first discovered 20 years ago by French soldiers visiting brothels in Naples. Anyway, it seems the Baron was not the most faithful husband, not uncommon among the nobility. I expect a monk to be more shocked by this. Spent many years as a mercenary, sex and death are common companions in that world. Besides, sex isn't all that rare even in an abbey. In the brothers? It's not relevant to our examination, Andreas. Let us continue. Other than a few blisters on his feet from what I assume are new shoes, there's nothing wrong with his legs. Andreas, can you help me turn him over? Of course. Oh. There's a slight irregularity in his spine, possibly from an old injury. I don't think it has anything to do with how he died, though. I've spent enough time with nobles to guess that he probably fell off his horse when hunting. Seems like a silly thing to go risk your life for. I'm not one to talk. Whatever the reason, it didn't contribute to his death. Here it is, a rather dramatic head wound. The dark hair and the blood make it difficult to see, but it is quite bad. In my experience, I've never seen someone walk away from a head wound of this severity. How many head wounds have you seen? Too many, and not enough. As grim as it sounds, there's always more to learn. Italian doctors try to examine as many corpses as they can to fully understand the mysteries of the body. Battlefields of Poland and Lithuania aren't as ideal a learning environment as the University of Bologna. They did provide education of sorts. I'd rather be treated by someone with experience than a novice with a university education. I appreciate your confidence. The wound looks like it was caused by a single powerful blow from a blunt object, probably no more than 4 or 5 inches across. How can you tell? The skull is cracked in a single spot, and there's a cellular impression in the skin. Clear impression in the skin around it. It would take extraordinary precision to hit the same spot twice, unless the Baron was already dead. It's likely he didn't die immediately. How long could he have survived for? I've seen similar injuries in battle. The victims don't last more than a few minutes, but it's an agonizing death. Even so, he couldn't have wandered from where the blow was first struck. So he may not have been attacked in the chapter house? He was either attacked in the chapter house or someplace in the immediate area. He have been attacked outside the abbey, the cloister? What about the big garden? It's the Church of Possibility. What's up, Ryan? Welcome to the stream. You're about an hour and a half late. We're pretty much reading a book. That's the Cloister. How the fuck is Nikkei still in maintenance? Bro, I tried to log on before the stream, get all my fucking, get all my defense rewards before the maintenance started. That was not happening. I don't know how it's still in maintenance. I don't know what they do with that game for the maintenance to take that long. Because he's dead, bro. We're examining the body. Yes, that's possible. The cloister connects directly to the chapter house, but there's a high risk of being seen. Anyway, whatever killed the Baron was a blunt instrument of considerable heft. Updating the 2D pics. Why the fuck was it a 1.4 gig update? I really don't know. I hope they're not censoring every fucking character. That would be mad weird. But that's what I've been hearing. The part that impacted him was likely a little smaller than a fist. Could it have actually been a fist? No, I don't think the strongest soldier could do this with a punch unless the Baron's head were pressed to the ground. Even then, we would also see damage to his nose or forehead. Could a woman or an elderly person have done it? They putting bras on the new Christmas skins? Bro, I'd uninstall. They do that to Christmas Rupee, I'm uninstalling. Anyone could have given the right weapon and sufficient height. Whoever did this must have caught the Baron unaware. Save for the small knife wound, he has no other injuries. Suppose that he was struck, threw his knife to defend himself, and fell on it before Brother Piero discovered him. So I believe we discovered two important things. Piero didn't stab the Baron, and even if he had, that wasn't what killed him. The Baron was killed by a blow to the head from a heavy, blunt object. Indeed, though it may take more to convince the Archdeacon of Brother Piero's innocence. We also know that the Baron was killed by a blow to the head from a heavy, blunt object. Now you just need to find what caused the blow and learn who struck it. Oh, there's another item of interest. I found it in the Baron's jacket, but didn't want to open it without you. Hopefully the Nikkei update is fucking finished by the time this stream is over. So I need something to do after. A note of some kind. I trust you to open it more carefully than I would. Murder note? The girl who died and the innocent with her. Queen's chapter. That's a swear word. That's censored for me, bro. I don't know what you said. Monastic hour corresponding to 2 AM. It is used for night prayer. A girl? What girl? What innocent? One of the nuns? Someone from the village. Your guess is as good as... Guessing a nun. It's been years since any of the nuns have died. Perhaps Mother Cecilia would remember? Can you tell who wrote it? It's definitely someone with a great deal of experience as a scribe, but it can't be Adoc or Guy. I don't think they're French or Flemish. It could be some sort of bastard script. Astarda and Burgundian scribes write similarly, but no, this is a highly refined Gothic hand. As good as Adoc and Guy are, I don't think they could replicate this. What? Really? If not them, then who? I intend to find out. I wish you good luck finding the answer. I'm sorry to rush you, but I must ask you to leave. Every minute you stay here is additional risk. Were you expecting? Say nothing. Brother Florian, could you open up? It's Werner Stoltz, the physician from Tassing. Yes, I'm in the middle of something. Could you return after supper? I'm afraid it can't wait. Brother Gurno asked me to examine the Baron's body. Gotta fuck the corpse? Possibly. This is olden times. Andreas, I need you to hide yourself. Werner, I don't care if he knows I'm here. Of course. Yeah, don't question the dude, just hide. Why faced up now? Because we turned the body over. Dr. Stoltz, sorry to keep you waiting. Now, what did you need? You haven't wanted me to examine the Baron's body before his wife arrives. I don't know. I thought he was gonna go into the cupboard when I saw him walking towards it. Maybe my character is just stupid. Would have dipped to the other room? Nah, because I'm not allowed to be in here. If any of the fucking... If any of the monks or the nuns see me, I'm getting fucking executed. Well then, what's the harm in letting me take a look? Dr. Stoltz, with all respect, I've finished. The cause of death is clear. Fight back. Nah, this is not me. I'm not playing me. Playing this weak-ass college goer in the, like, 14th century. What's up, Sarantira? Welcome to the stream. How are you doing? If you had arrived an hour ago, I would have had no problem with your assistance. Assistance? I'm a university-trained physician. I can examine a corpse on my own, without the help of a battlefield sawbones. Step out to confront Werner. I'm remaining hidden. Regardless of your opinions regarding my abilities, the examination is finished. Very good, now I get to actually listen for a bit instead of lurking. That's good. From what happened last stream, the Baron was murdered, and that's pretty much it. Everything else has been filler. Baron was murdered, Piero was set up for it. He was killed by a blunt object. And I think that's it. Also, I noticed that I hadn't had game audio on the entire stream last night and like an hour of this stream. So, a little bit scuffed. Regardless of your opinions regarding my abilities, the examination is finished. If you insist on inspecting the body anyway, I must insist that the abbot tells me himself. What? Making me bring the abbot here is a waste of time. I was performing an examination on this corpse immediately after one was just completed. Idiotic. I'll return with Father Gurno presently. Go. Hold them off. That was close. Now quickly, leave through the cloister before they return. Of course, thank you, Brother Florian. Think nothing of it. I'll see you tomorrow. Until then. I do gotta find out who I'm gonna question, if I even can. Maybe I can talk with someone during Vespers? Can't get that note out of my head. Girl who died and the innocent with her. What could it mean and who wrote it? Yeah, I didn't know this was gonna be a murder mystery game. Fuck. Blood. Right, Vespers. Find someone to share supper with. Most of the families in town are welcoming. Solomia may want to speak with me after she arrives at the Abbey's guest house. Maybe I could even find smoke or visit smoking in the forest. Deacon's investigation. Right. we gotta solve the murder before the fucking archdeacons dude show up and condemn the church. Need to talk with Lucky, the widow, and the head nun. Fuck. I'll try and speak with the sister Cecilia. Cecilia is not here. She's probably fucking eating. I'm not allowed into the church, so I can't sneak in. Who should I eat with? I guess I should eat with Lucky. Since I probably can't eat with the widow. I know, they said someone was in the guest house. Who's here? Oh, the wife. Christian? Huh? There's so many petable animals in this game, I don't get it. Is that such a drawing feature? Let's eat with the wife. Might as well. Ugly ass dog, that's what I'm saying. How is this far into the past and your dog still looks inbred? I don't get it. Master Mailer, would you care to share supper at my table? I would like to talk to you about my late husband. My Lady Rothvogel, I would be honored to break bread with you. Thank you. Please sit. Bless us, O Lord, and these your gifts, which we are about to receive from your bounty. Through Christ our Lord. Amen. Amen. Find myself rather out of place here, without the comfort of the Baron. Thank you for agreeing to share a meal with me, Master Mailer. Of course, the honor is mine. It was a terrible thing what happened to the Baron. I must admit, I'm surprised you wished to speak with me. Lorenz did not make friends easily. He was a strong-headed man, with staunch beliefs he didn't shrink to share. Alright, what are we eating first? Got emmental cheese with wheat bread, rum tea, and quail. I want to eat the orange. Come on, bro. I guess we start with the bread. When I was told he'd found some manner of friendship with an artist, well, I was curious. It comforts me to know he found fellowship here at this most unusual abbey. Not that there is much comfort to be found in these cold and dreary alpine towns. Lorenz and I had meant to take a tour of them before returning home to Worms, but... well, return we shall. I'm sorry for your loss, my lady. This sorrow is just the first of many, I'm afraid. Are you married yourself, Master Mailer? A woman waits for me in Nuremberg. When I finish my work here, we will be wed. No, and truth be told, I'm not looking forward to the prospect. Let's not lie. Do you not look forward to the responsibilities of marriage, Master Mailer? Perhaps it's no surprise you and Lorenz became fast friends. I imagine he saw something of himself in you. Oh my... He even gave you one of his pins. He must have been quite fond of you. Rarely have I met someone with such a depth of knowledge and a thirst for debate. His thirsts were not limited to his scholarly pursuits, regrettably. His lust for drink and women once afflicted him with great remorse, though. Such shame faded with time. Lorenz was a flawed man. His various infidelities were no secret to me. But are we not all flawed before Christ? True. Forgive him. My bro is just flawed before Christ, like all of us. I don't know what the fuck this is. Roman tea? I'll eat the quail since I know what that... Bro just ate a leg. Come on. I loved him as a wife should properly love her husband, but I would not say that we were friends. I only hope his appetites are not what led him to his end. Sad Tie? What's up? Welcome to the stream. Didn't know you could dine with the Baron's lady? Yeah, I just barely caught it when I was gonna run from the guest house. Or when I was running by the guest house. I think it was... What was it? I think the church doctor tells you about her being in the guest house. I'm not sure. I don't remember where I heard it from. Try that your next playthrough. I feel it. I've been searching for the answer to that quandary myself. Were you and Lorenz so close that you would trouble yourself so? Motivation is personal. I merely wish to see justice served, my lady. That is thematic. My mentor, Brother Piero, was found with the Baron's body, but I do not believe he killed your husband. Not him, then who? Yeah, I'm already planning a second playthrough where I just play a hedonistic asshole. Like, there's so many dialogue choices I want to take. Gotta have sex with her to get the truth out of her. Oh, that's what my hedonist playthrough will do, 100%. I will court this woman in a future life. There are many possibilities, both here at the Abbey and in town. To speak out of turn. She killed... Nah, she wasn't even here. She was on a horse from some other town. She smacked him in the back of the head. Bro, with what? And how did she get that much force? With the fucking quail? Maybe you're onto something. Full of iron. Then the quail would just break apart, bro, think. Your husband managed to cultivate many enemies in his short time here. Does sound like Lorenz. He was a man of many opinions, and he gave them freely to all who would listen, and some who would not, leaving no trace. You might be onto something, honestly. You might be spitting. The previous abbot, Father Matthias, seemed to appreciate that about him. This new abbot is perhaps more conservative. He is. Father Matthias was an open-minded man, from all I've heard, a true scholar. Father Gruno inherited a challenging fiscal situation from the late Father Matthias. The quail killer. Alright, bro. If she's the quail killer, I'll do a 24-hour Vanguard stream, because I know that shit ain't happening. Father Gurno doesn't share Matthias's passion for the written word yet, endures the expense of it. Be put in such a position would make any man unhappy, I understand. I wonder what he will make of Lorenz's gift to the Abbey. But that kid, that little shithead kid, stole the gift to the Abbey. Not gonna get one. Seemed to be a little thing of more interest and value to my husband and the former abbot than Father Gurno. Only got whatever this is left. Bro's not eating any of his food. This is pissing me off. He had found a book about the history of Tassing. He believed it contained some scandalous details. He said it corroborated fears Father Matthias had expressed, but he didn't share the particulars with me. You have a sense of what the scandals involved? Did you know Father Matthias yourself? Shit is poison. I'd be dead by now. I'm guessing the scandals. Beyond the broad basket of Tassing's history, I cannot say my understanding is that this community is quite old. My understanding is this community is quite old. He's so little you can't die. Yeah, she probably injected that shit into the quail breast thinking I was an actual human that would eat the food, not just a single leg. Come on. I'm sorry I can't be of more help. I have some education, but I lack my husband's thirst for knowledge. Find the book, hopefully its significance will be apparent. If God wills it. Do you plan to stay in Tassing long? Will you be returning to Worms soon? Perhaps in a few days. I'll wait on the arrival of the Archdeacon. When his investigation is complete, I will go. Though the circumstances of my time here are dire, I'm in no hurry to return. I'll ask. I shouldn't. I see a glimmer now of what Lorenz saw in you. You are a disarming man, Master Mailer. Much too easy to talk to. To be frank, I do not know what will become of me when I return to Worms. My title and residence may be in jeopardy. Lorenz and I have a son, but he is young yet. He is young yet. I don't know many of the legalities, only that my position is at some risk. Would you like me to elucidate them for you? I studied Imperial Law at Erfurt. Are you manually editing these? How's this gameplay? I'm not editing shit. That's just... It kind of messes with me because of dyslexia, bro, but they just randomly write words incorrectly. And I don't know if that's just to let you fucking sit there and absorb the text or what, but it just fucks me up. I'm gonna use my background skill right now. Elucidate her. Thank you, but no, I fear it will only heighten my unease. Damn it. I'm sorry to cut our conversation short, but I fear I must rest. Thank you for having me at your table. It's also pretty cool because, like, their speaking font kind of shows their personality or how they're acting towards you. Like, sometimes they'll change their font mid-sentence if they're angry or if they're being proper or being polite. What's the point of this game? You're reading some old-ass journal trying to find a murder from the 1400s. To my knowledge, it's a murder mystery right now, but the murder mystery barely started. So I'm not sure. You're playing as this artist who's, like, training here and working on his masterpiece. But you're not meant to be here. You're supposed to finish your masterpiece and go back home. And get married and become a master. Whatever anyone says of my husband, I'm certain he appreciated your friendship. True. It's being written as you play, yeah, that. Get some sleep or break into the library. Yeah, I'm breaking into the library. I'm kind of pissed at myself that I didn't find that last night. Oh shit, Matthew. Oh shit, Matthew is the Abbey's circuitor. If he sees me, he'll kick me out. He got speed, I'm saying that, bro. He's got the speed of a 1400s nobleman. He's not even noble though. Collegiate. I have to keep out of sight until he's passed. Good thing you can't see well. Yeah, bro's got those mole goggles. They cussed back then, bro. I don't know. think the kid cussed at me before. I don't remember what he said though. But that kid should definitely have his tongue cut out for that. I'm saying. Break into the library. If I go up these stairs, it's going to take a while to find the records I need. I'll lose some time tomorrow morning unless I turn back now. Strike glasses man in the back of the head. Then I'll be executed. Fuck that. I'm going into the library. I'm finding these records. What's this? Yeah, Herbis Cambriae on the herbs of Wales. The writer is Cadphalius of Salopia. I don't believe I've heard of him. Mugwort and Butcher's Broom. I'm not familiar with their properties, but they sound extraordinary. A beautifully illustrated book. And the author appears to be speaking from his own personal experiences. A wonderful hidden treasure for the Abbey. Nah, no shot I get executed. I'd have to fuck up this whole investigation for that to happen. What the hell am I supposed to do now? I'll go up the... Forgot you could do that. On some metal slug shit. What do we have here? A bifolium taken from a larger text. Mysteria Astra? I'm not familiar with it. Some sort of astronomical text. Why they need 3 floors, 1 bookshelf each? Because the nuns are locked in here. They can't go anywhere else. Seems rudimentary, explaining the connection between astrological signs and the elements, their basic relationship to alchemy. Each sign is governed by one of the 4 elements. Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces are the water signs. Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo are the earth signs, and so on. It cuts off there. The next page is about something else entirely. Sister Illuminata must be trying to reconstruct the larger text. Those 2 pages were interesting enough, I suppose, but quite basic. Wait, that's the connection between the astrological symbols on Phyrex cipher and the elemental symbols on the Volville. If I turn the wheel to the element that matches the sign, I can decipher the note he left. Excellent. Decipher. Another fucking book. This is most curious. Historia der Labyrintho Librorium? Account of the Labyrinth of Books. I wonder what secret text could be hidden in such a place. I'll have to see if I can borrow the book when I have some free time, if Illuminata allows it. Bro? Obsidian? For shame, bro. You didn't test that one single fire in that corner? This looks promising. The familiares of the Sister of Curacao Abbey. Yes. Cecilia, Gertrude, Luminata, Matilda, Katharina, Hildegard. Read about Cecilia. Sister Cecilia. Edelheit? Oh, this is Mother Cecilia's record. Wait, she's from the Welser family? They're one of the most powerful families in Augsburg. It looks like her family donates a lot of money to Curacao every year, more than my family sees in 10. Mother Catherine was the first to enter the records. It looks like almost 50 years ago. Sister Hildegard from the Goldrick family in Ravensburg. Quite wealthy. Looks like she became the prioress after Mother Catherine. Intrigue. That's what I'm saying. Sister Gertrude from Hoff, the herbalist, yes. Her father is an apothecary, that explains it. True. Matilda Oblate, yes, the nun's cellarer. She came from Kempton. Merchant family. They donated pigments to use in the scriptorium. Quite thoughtful. I'll have to thank them if I ever get the chance. Oh, this should be interesting. Sister Illuminata. Named Angeline from the Capocci family in Perugia. Looks like they have some connection to Kirsau through an old abbot, Rudolph. Her family donates money to the abbey every year as well. Old reindeer ass. This note says Sister Matilda left the abbey for several months. Why would she go to a hermitage? It seems strange that she's the only one with an entry note. The date's 3 years ago. This was just before Father Matthias died, which means it was around the time Baron Vogel visited. I could ask Sister Matilda about this, maybe Mother Cecilia as well. Another page? Fuck, there's so much. Sophie from Birgitz? Sophie. Her family is poor, but they donated flour. Lisbeth Oblate, she's from Utrecht? Looks like she had an eventful life before coming here, married with a child, both died. Her merchant family has some connection to Kirsau through the Hoffmans of Rothenburg. What? Over? Sister Marguerite. Oh, the blind girl who assists Gertrude. She went blind because of a failed surgery on her cataracts. That's fucked. Wealthy peasant family, they donated a bull and a pasture in Krimmel. I thought she was blind from birth. Sisters Dana, this should be good. They donate a fortune to the abbey. No wonder Mother Cecilia and the abbot let her behave as she does. So I got the chisme. All I gotta do is abuse it. Whom? Oh, Friar. Oh no, this isn't the Friar, this is the singer. You dipping. Oh? Oh. What the fuck? Right for the stairs, they can't possibly catch me. Talk to them, we can work this out, we'll come to an understanding. But I just need to wait for Rudiger and Matthew to leave. Nah, I'm not waiting in here. Love that for them, I feel. I'm going to do now. Just wait for them to finish, then leave. It can't take that long. Nah, I'm not waiting. You should speak with them openly in good faith. Man of reason. I'm running for it. Get them both executed? Nah, the singer's cool. And the other dude gave me an advance on my pay, so they'll notice, but can they catch me? I'm asking 2 monks run. Fuck, I don't want them to think I'm gonna rat them out. But I also don't want to speak with them, because then they'll also think I'm gonna rat them out. I should speak with them? I should. A true supporter of the LGBT. Come on. I'll talk to them. It's probably better than running. Waited and then lost time in the morning. I think you lose time anyways. I said that earlier. Like, I won't tell, just let me go. They can't keep me here. I'm doing this out of good faith. Good evening. What? What are you doing here? Andreas, what is the meaning of this? Did you follow us in here? I don't care what you two are up to, that's between you and God. Didn't mean to alarm you, I came looking for clues about who killed the Baron. Let me walk out of here or I'm going to tell the abbot what I just saw. What should I say? It was a delicate situation to be sure. They're understandably concerned. If their tryst is discovered, they could be expelled from Curacao, maybe worse. Snitch, let me walk. Could be open about it, say it's none of your business, and suggest you go your separate ways. Tell them the truth, you're looking for clues about the murder so you can save Piero's life. Threaten them. Say you're going to tell the abbot they were screwing. What are they going to do? I think I tell them the truth, they should understand. They'll probably be sympathetic and it will be clear that I didn't come here to spy on them. Matthew might be suspicious, but I think I can convince him. The first recorded snitch. Yeah, I came looking for clues. I know Brother Piero didn't do it. Someone else from the Abbey or this town has to be responsible. You know Piero is a good man and a pious monk. Can't let him die. Oh good, I can't believe Brother Piero could murder. I'm sorry, it's just so shocking. I pray that God will deliver mercy to Piero and bring the true culprit to light. I'm glad you're doing what you can to help him. It's difficult for the rest of us to act, given the abbot's opinion. Andreas, how does skulking in the library help you prove Brother Piero's innocence? I'm not sure. You know my sister Matilda was sent to a hermitage? I do recall a period where she was absent, yes. One day, she was just gone. Don't know why. I don't normally concern myself with Mother Cecilia's business. Never spoke with her, but Waslav told me he was sent away to a hermitage for her health. Rudiger, what does Waslav know about Matilda's whereabouts? They're both cellars and have reason to go to town on behalf of the Abbey. Crazy being a nun or a monk, no sex, no one is that strong, that's what I'm saying, bro. I'm gonna fucking... I said it last stream, I'm gonna get Zadena, no matter what. I'm gonna figure out a way. I'll figure it out. They are both cellars and have reason to go to town, right? Just as you have more contact with Sister Illuminata than I, Brother Waslav has more contact with Sister Matilda. In any event, I wish you good fortune with proving Brother Piero's innocence. I trust you will keep all of this to yourself. All of this to yourself. So long as you do the same. I'm gonna say all of what? Just give him the wink. Fine. We should go. Good night, Andreas. Damn, they ain't stopping. Nah, they'll be alright. Waking up in the middle of the night? Oh. What's this little kid want? That's why it's storming, he's mad? Nah. Amber? Stare at this child. I'm not gonna say good morning, it's too late. I'll wake up the other peasants. I'm gonna stare at the child. In the middle of the night, Ursula. What are you doing up here? How did you get out of bed? That's true, like both her parents were holding on to her while they were sleeping. How the fuck did she get out? Crayon eater Ursula? She don't got the money for crayons, bro. She's eating sticks and rocks. How did you get out of bed? Eating candles? Them shits are expensive. She better not be eating my candles. Stab? What? Oh. She knows bro was stabbed? How? You'd like me to tell you a story? Would that help you sleep? She's the murderer. Have you heard the story of the cat in the cradle? Let me tell you the story of the little girl who haunted the sleepy artist. Nah, just tell her a real story. This will be remembered. Far up north, in Flanders, where Lenhart's mill came from, there's a town by the sea. 100 years ago, there was a great flood. There on the feast of Saint Elizabeth. You know how mad your dad gets when the water comes through your farm? Well, it was like that, but much worse. If your dad saw Saint Elizabeth's flood, he'd probably lose all his hair on the spot. The waters rose so high that everyone had to leave the town. Many families lost their homes. When the floodwaters went down, townsfolk went to look for survivors. Would you believe that they saw a baby's cradle floating in the water? I know, it's strange credulity, but it's about to get even stranger. He's an artist, not a writer, I guess. Yeah, but he's probably illustrated some books. There was a cat on the cradle. It was jumping back and forth to keep the waves from getting in. Townsfolk couldn't believe it, so they slowly rowed their way out to the cradle. And when they looked inside, what did they see but a tiny baby, warm and goopal? Yeah, the story is pretty shit, but people this old didn't have time. They didn't have time to be imaginative. They didn't have time to be creative. They had to write stories for the church and by the church. I think this is the origin story of Dr. Seuss, bro. You misspelled Seuss. Anyway, that's why they named the town Kinderdick? Let's go. Makes more sense if you know Dutch. Dr. Seuss? Bro, that kid's mad weird. What child wakes up in the middle of the night? Them joints sleep way too much. Dr. Sussy Baka, first roast? The first roast was probably by a jester, bro. I can't claim that. Kid's still stupid. What's up, Clara? Hello, Andreas. It's nice to see you out and about. Morning, Clara. Keeping busy? Always. It's not the washing, it's the cooking, the mending, the tidying. I'll lose my head if I count it all. Jester was probably like, King, you absolute fat fuck. Was executed immediately. I wonder how many jesters got executed for being jesters. That would be fucked up. I'm sure it's a lot. King's got butt hurt real quick. It's before we get to the wool. Goodness, that all that wool. Wool? Gotta wait until this is corrected. I don't know what the fuck. What? We sheared the ewes last week to prepare for the lambing. You remember the bleeding? I'm sure. It was like, too far, Mr. Jester, time to die. How could you forget? My ears are still ringing. Nah. Now the wool's all washed, and we got a pile of spinning to get through before the lambs are born. Where did we find the time? He was blowing her back out? Nah, that was Peter. I think the girl on the side of her, though, I think that's a romance option. I just didn't take it because Otto's my bro. I was playing wingman for him. Who does the spinning? You? That sounds like a lot of work. Surely you have some help. Surely you have some help. Oh yeah, sometimes more than we need. Many of the women tasking lend a hand, so it goes quickly. Many hands make light work, eh? Even baby Ursula? Nah, Ursula would fuck it up. Love Otto? Yeah, me too. Not old Otto. Bro's just fishing. You enjoy it? You have so many sheep. It sounds laborious. How do you determine the profit split if everyone shares in the labor? You're a funny one, Andreas. We share in the work and we share in the rewards. The wool we spin will clothe the town through the alpine winters after all. Let each of you look not only to his own interests, but also to the interests of others, as Father Thomas said last Sunday. Alright, Mass. Father Thomas has been pestering me to attend. Love your neighbor as yourself. Yes, I remember Father Thomas being fond of that sermon. How many times has he given it since you've come here? Must have been 3 or 4 by now. Stop keeping count for the sake of my sanity. Hope you don't let the Father's lessons stop you from attending, Andreas. It would make me happy to see you in Mass. I know it would please Eva as well. She worries for your immortal soul, God bless her. She does? Of course, she worries about all of the family, and so long as you stay with us, family you shall be. But I'm looking forward to the spinning. It's rare so many of the women in town are in the same room together. Oh, Andreas, you should come by. I'll give it some thought. No promises. No need to be shy, everyone will be glad to see you, especially Ursula. She's taken quite the shining to you, you know. Blessing for your future wife. We meet at Johann Bauer's house. Please come by in the morning or afternoon and speak with Johann. When's that? Right, Hatboro. Should get back to my labors, but it was lovely to see you, Andreas. Take care. Be well, Clara. Oh, Andreas, I meant to ask, would you care to join us for a meal? I'd love to, Clara, thank you. Wonderful. That's a packed-ass table. Lost a few frames. Bless us, O Lord, and these your gifts which we are about to receive from your bounty. And we pray that you keep safe the soul of my dear Christine, gone these 6 years. She is missed at this table by her husband and children, but we take comfort that she will be with you in paradise. Through Christ our Lord. Amen. So fucking many. Amen. I saw that wretch of a Miller this morning. The bastard had the gall to raise his hands to me in greeting. Should have spat at his feet. Dead? I don't know how we're going to pay the Abbey's taxes if he raises the milling fee. Maybe you can work out an arrangement that benefits you both. No use talking to that man, not with the bad blood between us. I could try to speak with him, he's friendly with me. Absolutely not. And don't you ever speak to him again. There's some tension at the table. I'll just not speak. Ever. I'm sorry, Dad. I won't, I promise. You're going to give yourself chest pains again if you keep going on like that. It's not my chest that pains me, boy. Christ, but my back hurts. How are we going to get those fields planted in time? Speak to who? One of the millers. I don't think it was Otto. Otto's not a miller, right? Been picking up the slack, haven't I? We'll get by alright. The miller needs to make a living too. You shouldn't begrudge him his toll. Lenhart? Maybe. God damn it, Andreas. That rat has never done a day's honest labor in his life. I think he built that mill? His father gave it to him. Given to him by father... Given him to by his father before him. He's the only miller. I think I've been up there once, and I haven't seen anybody there. I think I missed them on the first day, but if you say so, I'll believe it. He's a douche. He's being an asshole to this family, probably. You playing Pajama Sam next or Putt Putt? Bro? I think no, tomorrow I'm playing a roguelite, and on Friday I'm playing Skyrim. This game will be coming back next week, so I enjoy it. Love Pajama Sam and Putt Putt. I've never played them. I think the only, what was that company called? The only one of that company's games I played was that dude that goes to the fucking airport. I played that one. The fucking bee who goes to the airport. Humongous? I think that was a humongous game. I hope. That bastard's never stood in a field, much less worked one. Watch your heart, son. Want to leave Clara as a widow? Was... Let's see. 2 things of rye bread. See that, Ryan? Didn't play that one, but sounds sick. Yeah, there was a lot of shit you could do in that one. Though I never actually played those games, I just clicked on everything. Why don't you go see Agnes Steinbauer if you have about a balm for your back? Don't want goddamn women's medicine. Dad, we have a guest. Agnes's medicine is good enough for me and Clara. I don't see why it can't help you too. Agnes once gave me a tincture for an upset stomach that was quite helpful. Nah, this dude ain't a feminist. Dude's a misogynist. It's Agnes you got a problem with, Dad. Why don't you see Dr. Stoltz instead? Stoltz is even worse. Charge you as much as the miller with all the kindness of the horseman of the plague. Pain will pass. I'll push through, just as I always have. Stubborn boy, why don't you Stubborn boy, why don't you talk to that old soldier up at the Abbey? What was his name? Florian? Florian, yes. Oh. It was on the tip of my tongue. I thought it was talking about someone else because of the misspelling. So when are you so fond of the Abbey, Peter? Yeah, Florian's cool. Florian let me look at my dead homie and made sure Hero was alright. Florian might live at the Abbey, but he's a soldier still. Only one of them worth talking to now that Father Matthias has passed. When was that, eh? A few months ago? You knew Father Matthias? My bad. Dog's barking at something, as you can hear. More like Matthias made it his business to know me. Matthias, you know, he was impressed by my age. Thought I might have been blessed by the Lord. You can't hear. I can. I can see my mic shooting up every time it barks. Eat the fresh pottage. Looks like he's calmed down though. Wanted to know all about my life and the things I'd seen. Good man for a monk. Not like that new abbot. Only cares about his coffers. Gurno does. That's the abbey for you. Do you see Otto up there much, Andreas? The abbot keeps him busy. Jesus Christ. It's not very loud, yeah, but I don't know, it's annoying to deal with. Pretty quiet. Alright. Then I'll just try to speak through it. You see Otto up there much, Andreas? The abbot keeps him busy. I had dinner with him and Endris recently. I was working on some repairs to the abbot's house. Did anyone at the abbey have a hello for me? Jorg. What, Clara? I'm only curious. I'm gonna... I don't want to say no one had it, because I might have just not talked to somebody who had a hello for him. Just gonna stare at him. Forget it, it was stupid anyway. Maybe he's trying to woo one of the nuns. What you up to, Big Jorg? We don't often get meals with you, Andreas. If it's Sedena, I'm sorry, Jorg. It's over for you. We don't often get meals with you, Andreas. Pestering folks around town with questions like you do. Want to know anything about town? Did you ever have any encounters with Baron Vogel? What's the story with Martine Bauer? The widow who lives near the forest, was she always like that? I don't think I give a shit about Vogel. He's dead now. Widow who lives near the forest. It's gotta be one of these. I kinda don't give a shit about Martine. I kinda wanna know about his wife and his kid, but that's like all I care about. And the widow might have cursed and killed the Baron, so I'm gonna ask about the widow. Camperin. Shame what happened to her. Martine is not, but he did steal that book and a bunch of rings from him. He might have seen something. She was never a sweet woman, you know. Even as a girl, she was surly. So that has its charms. True, bro. Dad, I won't have Andreas going around telling tales of your lechery. You knew her as a young woman? Attilia? Sure did. Lived my whole life in this village, haven't I? Well, so has she. Her family has been on that land for generations, going back to her great-grandfather, I think? Diedrich. Her husband passed away not too long ago. What was his name? Renig. He was unwell for a long time. Ranig? Wasn't he? He seemed to be worse every time I saw him. Had a run-in with that Vogel bastard, he did. Argument over land or hunting, I don't know. Renig was a good man, but he had a temper. No one could tell him no, not even a baron. Didn't matter. Vogel, he beat Renig so badly he never walked right again. Probably what killed him in the end. Fucking nobles. Fucking nobles. True. All this shouting is making Ursula restless. Let's finish our meal in peace. Alright. Sorry, Ursula. And nuns. Time to get back to work. Eva, how you doing? Be fun to have you spinning with us, Andreas. I'm not spinning with you. Hope we see the spinning bee, Andreas. Hope we see you. Ursula's still stupid. I want to go chat up Sedena, but I don't think I'm allowed in the church. Big Jorg. Yeah, Andreas. Andreas. I gotta find Martine and beat that kid. Just an asshole child. Not being disciplined by his parents. Johann's family keeps beehives for the honey and wax. What's up with you, Johann? Andreas, was just wondering when you'd turn up. The gaggle said you'd come to watch them spin. Between you and me, Eddie's not about to let you go once she's got her claws. Once she's got her claws in you. So I hope you got a few hours to hunker down and get comfortable. Happy to spare a few hours? I don't have time just now, maybe another day. Spare a few hours. Eddie will be glad to hear it. She's got a fondness for you, heaven knows why. I can't let you inside among the unmarried girls, being unmarried yourself. But you're welcome to watch through one of the windows. Don't need to worry about me. Good. Nothing matters more for a young woman than her reputation, and Eva and Veronica won't be getting a poor one on my watch. Damn, none of the nuns are here. Why'd I come here? The idiot never did see trouble. He didn't want to jump in feet first. Don't think he's gone to Innsbruck? What are we talking about? We were discussing my cousin Martine. Oh, he fucking booked it. Wonder I couldn't find him yesterday. Even though my mom says we're not supposed to. It's different when I do it. Veronica, don't argue with your mother. It's not fair. No backtalk. I can't deal with women, bro. What am I supposed to be doing here? Round, keep listening. I'm gonna laugh at him. Now you're in on this too? Veronica, be nice to our guest. Anyway, I doubt Martine's gone to Innsbruck. But small time to the little shit now. Think he has something more exciting in mind? It's a big world. Perhaps he intends to explore it, or escape. That nobleman was just murdered up at the Abbey. Martine picked an awfully convenient time to run off. Oh lord. Andreas was friends with the nobleman. Do you think Martine could have, you know... What motivation could Martine have possibly had? I don't think he did it. He's a child. He couldn't reach up to his head. Say I'm not ruling anyone out. Or, no. What motivation could he have had? It's not our place to say. Martine has a nasty little habit. He's gotten better. Once a thief, always a thief, I say. Saw Martine running away from the Abbey this morning. Lorenz was killed. Don't think it's appropriate. Nah, he was running away. God, no. Martine might be a thief, but I don't think he's a murderer. He's a coward at heart. Think it takes a brave man to commit a murder? Not a brave man, but a bold one, and Martine is not that. He's your problem, Cat. What do you think? Could he have killed that man? Mom? This is a matter best left to the proper authorities, not a spinning bee. Imagine being tried by a gaggle of peasant women. Unkind, Johann. It's the truth, isn't it? Doesn't matter if it hurts your feelings. He's right, Johann, you're being unfair. Remind me, Andreas, whose home are we in? Lay off him, Johann, Jesus. Andreas, if you're just going to stand around, how about I put you to work? If you're going to gossip with the girls, you might as well spin with them too. I don't have the fucking dexterity to do this shit. How does this work? Graft wool from the distaff and twist it tight, then spin the tight yarn onto the spindle. Once there's enough yarn on the spindle, collect it at the bottom and begin again. Graft, twist, spin, collect. Eat, you'll figure it out. Graft? How do I twist? Graft, graft. Spin, 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 spin. Collect. Got it. Oh. Yarn time? was hoping for yarn time. That's like the most interactive I've got with this game. But it's over now. Do you know, I took Ursula to play with Gret's daughter the other day. And there was a strange man in the bakery. Is he polite to you? Can't believe Ulrich would stand for anything less. He was very reserved, dark skin, quite tall, and wearing a tunic. He liked the rye bread, I remember. Who is this man? Why am I just now hearing about this? I believe he is staying at the Abbey. Oh, the Roman dude. The first Black Knight? Nah. First Black Monk. It must be Brother Sepat. Brigitte saw, and I saw him walking up there after visiting the shops. He seemed lost. Where is he from? Does he speak German? Christ, I hate being the last to know. That cat better not fuck with the wool. I'll kill it. Oh shit. Let's go. Speed run. You know, I saw Big Yorg talking to that nun again. I knew it. It was a fucking nun. Better not be my nun. The young one. Who can blame him? God damn it, Johann. He knows she's trouble. I told him to stay away. She's very pretty, isn't she? In a mean way? Pretty perhaps, but a nun all the same. He knows better. When has he ever stopped when has that ever stopped Big York from doing anything? We have plenty of pretty girls here in town. My Veronica's not half bad. Mom? Let's not give Andreas any ideas. Nah, Sedena's mine. I'm sorry, Jorg. Their dreams are gonna be shattered. Brigitte has been spending a lot of time at her mother's house lately. Agnes is glad to have her home, and Lucky's always treated her like a daughter. I can tell they're concerned. Are Brigitte and Martin having trouble, Veronica? Martine. That's one word for it. How is Nikkei still down? I'm telling you. The last maintenance they had went on for like half the day. Brigitte does what she can, but nothing pleases Martine. He won't lift a finger for her or Wolf. How does this little shithead have a wife and a child? He's such an asshole. That's not his business, is it? Women's work and all that. You ever seen him doing much men's work, Dad? Yeah, he was supposed to fix that fence. He never did shit. Can't say I've ever seen him do much work at all. Perhaps Lucky can talk some sense into Martine. He's always been a devoted husband and father. Lucky Steinauer is the model of what a man should be. Easy. Oh, there's my bro. Is everyone behaving themselves in here? Oh, it's you. Afternoon, Otto. Come to see anyone special? Hello, Otto. It's good to see you. I heard laughing from the road and knew you all had to be up to no good in here. Look, there's Andreas. Have you been minding your manners? Old Johann here's a real stickler for propriety. Lucky looks like Graham McTavish in Outlander. Have I watched that? I can't remember. I've mostly been listening, actually. Here I've been yoked to the wheel of propriety my entire life. Right, what was I thinking? You're probably going to take everything you hear to the abbot. As if the abbot cares what the common people think. Nah, Lucky looks like a fucking My bad. Lucky looks like kid named Finger. What I'm saying. Easy for you to say, considering you're not the subject to his whims. Listen, you're a fine enough man, Andreas, but you're hardly unbiased. Too much time listening to hymns, not enough time working. That's your problem. No wonder you're not married, Andreas. We all know you work hard in the fields, Johann. No need to boast. He works hard in other places, too. Bro. You've been in town a few months, Andreas. Got any burning questions you've been meaning to ask? Passing at the Abbey. Clara mentioned the abbot has suddenly started raising taxes. Raising them and changing their terms, yes. When Father Matthias was the abbot, he would let us pay a portion of our taxes and crops. Naturally, the shit for brains abbot put an end to that this year. Even if our crops fail to produce less than we'd like, we still owe the abbey for the use of the land. Doesn't make any sense. How can he raise our taxes when the price for our grain does not rise too? Where does he think the money comes from? He doesn't think about where the common folk... He doesn't think about the common folk at all. If it's not his abbey, it's not his problem. You know, taxes are fucked. Had to give my whole paycheck just to pay it. Could renegotiate a better price on your grain with the miller. What about the miller? Doesn't he have some part in that too? It isn't his problem. He's the abbot, not the... This miller is the source of every problem in this town. What's his incentive? He's got the farmers over a barrel and he knows it. Ulrich Alban won't overcharge him the way Lenhart does, so he charges us through the nose and pockets the difference. Lenhart is not a kind man. He does not negotiate. He might if he carry a lot of debt, but his bargains are cruel. We pay him even before the abbot, though. I'm not sure why. Good. I have nothing Christian to say about Lenhart Miller, so I will say nothing at all. Except that I hope he falls into a fast-moving river during a flood and dashes his brains on the rocks. Jesus Christ, Hetty. Can we talk about something else? He's psychopathic. 100%. But he was cool to me when I went into his shop and talked to his wife. Come on, Andreas. Surely you've got better questions than that. About tassing? Yeah, Hetty pops off. Her kid, though, was making bread on the floor, and I'm not about that. How have you been weathering the storm, the anchoress, and the church? Do you know much about her? See much of the monks and nuns in town? Let's ask about the storm. Too much about the church. Extra seasoning? Probably. The bread probably tastes like nothing otherwise. Maybe that's why bro loves it so much. Things have been hard all over town, especially for the farmers. We haven't the money or labor to spare to do extensive work on our own, so we used to rely on Otto here. But the abbot's got me fixing all his shit instead. One of the brothers mentioned the abbot had you replace the scriptorium's roof. At the expense of the rest of the town, he did. You remember those leaks in our ceiling after the storm? We meant to have Otto fix them, but the abbot's got lucky repairing his walls and fences instead of ours. Oh, I didn't realize. How else do you think the sheep got out? That wall's been on the edge of collapsing for seasons now, but Lucky's been too busy with Abbey work. So we had to have Martine do it, and now look how that turned out. Should have asked literally anybody else. You know that kid's a shithead. He's not gonna do it. That's like your livelihood right there. It's a shameful business, but then those Abbey types wouldn't know real shame unless it's bit them on the ass. Even then, they probably wouldn't feel it under all that padding. I don't know about you girls, but I'm sick of this wool. Sure we've got sure we've all got other chores to get to. I'm glad to have that over with. I don't have to think about wool for a whole year. I was having such a nice time. I certainly learned a lot. Care for an escort home, Eva? Like that, yes. Let's go, Otto. Expect everyone to be on their best behavior going home? They always are. Johann, please. Andreas, will I see you home for supper? Perhaps. I'm not sure what my plans are this evening. It was very illuminating. Thank you all for letting me join you. Thanks for coming by, Andreas. Come back anytime. Unless you come on an Abbey business. Don't threaten him with a good time, Johann. Oh shit, I didn't notice the time. I'll finish out this day, and then we'll end the stream. I should find someone to eat with. Let me eat with Sedena. Fuck. Hey Andreas, do you have supper plans? You should join us for a meal. Maybe another time, Hetty. You say so. Though I still think I'm locked out of the church. Who are these? Oh, Brigitte. Would wish you a good day, Andreas, but I fear that would be a lie. Baron Vogel was murdered at the Abbey. Have you heard? Has something happened? Martine's gone missing. Kat is beside herself. Saw him fleeing the Abbey Thursday morning, right after Baron Vogel was murdered. Lord God. Martine, you couldn't have. You think Martine could have killed the Baron? No, there's a storm cloud over Martine, but it rains only on him. He would never hurt someone. I can't imagine it. But he has stolen from people. 2 rings, some golden for example. Taken from the Baron's room before he's murdered. My god, he couldn't possibly have been so stupid. Did you see him take the rings? How do you know this? Regret not wandering around and talking to as many people as possible. Time doesn't pass unless you eat a meal or do an activity like the wool spinning. Yeah, I didn't think the wool spinning would have happened. I also kind of fucked up by not checking whose house it was at. So, I might have missed something there, but I'm definitely heading to the church. The Baron's manservant told me. When he saw Martine take the rings, the golden, but he swore before the Lord he saw him. Saw Martine lurking around the Abbey guest house the day before. It's a reasonable conclusion to draw. I also saw Martine near the guest house the day before. He was acting weird. Saw him standing near the guest house, and that makes him guilty? Come on. Stop trying to protect your man, you know he's guilty. Beginning to wonder if you are determined to think badly of Martine. You want him to be your scapegoat. Believe what you will. See that I can't change your mind. I can do nothing but trust in God and my husband. Good day to you, Andreas. Very well. Till later, Brigitte. Franz? Hey, Mailer, you see my son? Saw him running from the Abbey Thursday morning, actually. That fucking rat. That layabout was asleep when I went into the fields. Told his mother he was sick. He say anything to you? Like where he was going? He told me to eat shit, actually. God damn it, how many times have I told him? Must be his mother's influence. Sure as shit didn't learn that behavior from me. If you see him again, will you tell Kat? He's driving me crazy about it. I'll let Kat know if I run into him. Good. Till later, Mailer. Till then. Oh, forgot to ask, you hungry? Wanna eat with the family? Perhaps another time, friends. Fine. I don't want to eat with Brigitte. She's a little too delusional right now. Hello, Mailer. Master Mailer. I'm sorry to cause you trouble, but have you seen Martine recently? Told all your family I haven't seen the little shithead. Wasn't feeling well, so I let him sleep until prime. When I came to check on him, he was gone. Saw him Thursday morning. Oh, fuck. I was holding E down and kind of let it go before I saw the bubble. Why do you ask? He has a history of making poor decisions, like stealing. Baron Vogel's manservant believes Martine may have stolen some of the Lord's rings. Who's going to have the hottest goss? Probably Sister Cecilia. Must be where he's gone to sell them. Oh, Martine, how could you? For mealtime? Damn. I haven't thought of that. I already ate in the morning. Nuns are your favorite? You can eat with the nuns? Know where he's likely to have gone? Is it possible he could have killed the Baron? Last time he ran off, it was to Innsbruck. I don't know. He could be anywhere. What if he's attacked on the road? Not sure, actually. I'm sure you can't, because they're not supposed to speak with dudes. I guess eating isn't speaking. He'll be alright, cat. Pray to God you were right. Sorry, this is not your trouble. Thank you for speaking to me. Is there anything else? Don't want to impose, but it wouldn't be too much trouble. Please let me know if you see Martine. I'm so worried for him. Of course, cat. Thank you, Master Mailer. Be well. Let's ask, would you care to join us for a meal? No. Of course, take care, Andreas. Grant's house is full. Or, not full, locked. Nothing I can do over there. So many people. Bus. Wait, what? Oh. I have to mill. Speak with this asshole Miller. Elsa? Good evening. Forgive me. I've forgotten your name. Fuck you. Andreas Mailer, master artist. Oh, master at such a young age? It's impressive. Well, I admit, I'm not quite a master yet. Still finishing my masterpiece. What is that like? Fulfilling a dream. Wish I could dream. And you have the right just like anyone else. Do what? I have my family to care for. Unheart? Paul, my sweet angel? A mill. So optimistic. Yeah, I keep forgetting women kind of can't do anything in this time. Like a whole arc about that last street. But I also didn't know she was the miller's wife yet. Kind of thought this was his daughter. I apologize, we didn't even get properly introduced. Must be Elsa Lauren. You can if they're in poverty. Yeah, but you see this house? It's got glass on it. No shot, they're poor. You're the miller's wife? Elsa Millerin, yes. Oh, I was so impolite. Heard Clara and Eva had an artist boarding with them. That must be very exciting. You've treated me very well. Boo-hoo, poor rich lady can't be a published author. Perhaps Eva more than Clara, huh? Oh, I only meant living on a farm amongst the townspeople. Isn't it very lively? Well, I mean, she can kill her husband and then do whatever she wants, right? Only when Peter starts raving about the miller's toll. Only when little Peter wakes in the night and can't find a chamber pot. The part seems like a life like most others. Fever starts raving. Ursula brings some joy to the household, though. Such a lovely little girl. I pray the Lord may someday bless us with a daughter. Elsa, have you finished with your gabble? There's work that needs doing. Oh no. I'm sorry, I have to get to my labors. Of course, I apologize if I bothered you. Till later, Mistress Mullerin. Until then. That's stout. Let's go. It's gotta be a Chivo for petting every dog. Free her and Paul. Hello. Paul, right? I don't think we've talked before. I'm Andreas, I'm staying with the Gertners. What, you're not a farmer? Why are you living with the farmers? They're letting me board with them while I work in the Abbey's scriptorium. There is... I've still got animals to pet, I guess. I'm assuming this game's long as fuck then. It's gotta be like 20 murders. You're a monk? I'm an artist. Oh, like you do drawings? Drawing, painting, calligraphy? If it goes in a book, I can put it there. Is that... how do you get money? It's like 20 hours. See, I do 3-hour streams. I'm planning to play this like twice a week, maybe. Like a month. I only yet. Well, when I'm reading everything, it's gonna be like 80 hours. You should drop this down to once a month. Just me. Yeah, all this reading is also murders my throat, so I'll figure out a time and place to play this. But I am enjoying it, so I'll probably keep playing it a bit. I loan the Abbot my time, and when I'm not working on his commissions, I work on my masterpiece. Art is a job, just like being a miller is a job, but it's also a calling. My dad says drawing's stupid. It's not worth anything. Your dad's wrong. Like to draw, Paul?
The world is very lucky to have you, and so am I. May the power protect you, always.
Thank you for the follow, said Tai. Welcome to the Justice Gold. Welcome to the Justice Gold team. You like to draw, Paul? Yes. More than anything, but I have to do it where Dad can't see. When are we getting our Zords? That's when I get a sub button. Honestly. That's probably gonna be the sub notification. Maybe VIP? Who knows? Sorry to hear that. But if it means a lot to you, maybe he doesn't need to know. You got yours, Ryan? What color is it? But if it means a lot to you, maybe he doesn't need to know. Can I tell you a secret? Nothing on this earth would please me more, young Master Muller. Bro art. Alright, bro. Sometimes I draw on the ruins in the meadow, where Dad can't see. The Romans would have been honored. They loved defacing monuments. Don't know what that means. Don't worry about it. What do you draw? Cats? Mom? I don't know. Stuff? I probably shouldn't be talking to you. Dad won't like it. You're probably right. I'll go. Until later, Paul. And hey, keep drawing, alright? I will. Bye. He'll be a king one day. Looks like a Dutch mill. Lenhart. Bro looking kinda clean, though. Can see how he's kinda slick with it. Kick him in the nuts. No one is ever gonna beat off Onfin drawings. Huh? Evening. You're the Gertner's boarder, aren't you? Google it. Maybe after stream. Don't get sucked in. How could you tell? You look like a man of means. Quite unlike the Gertners. They're farmers? You expect them to act like kings? Little dignity wouldn't hurt them. They'd bleat like sheep often when times get hard. Only Eva's got backbone. Kid judgy. How is she, by the way? What does she matter to you? I'm only curious. She used to bring their barley to me, but Peter insists on delivering it now. A shame. She'd shown some curiosity about the mill. I'd hoped to foster that. Yeah, this dude's kinda... little Casanova. Haven't seen such a marvelous windmill since my time in Flanders. There are many in the farmlands along the Lay, particularly west of Ghent. Ah, the Lees, a lovely range of hills. Right, Flanders' famous hills. River, actually. It's the Lay in Flanders, the Lay's in France. Of course, the Lay. I misheard you. He's the only windmill in Bavaria, did you know? This dude wants to pretend he's educated. He def ain't. He's just a poser. Constructed in exacting detail from Dutch specifications, the gem of the Alps, and none of the incurious dolts here can appreciate it. Except you. Yes, I'm sure it's the peasants who are the problem. Suspect they have more urgent matters on their minds. Should be going, until later. Till then, Mailer. Nah, he seems like an oblivious asshole. Maybe he's just that stupid. Get to the meadow. Actually, I want to go to the bread shop, see if I can convince that dude to raise his prices. He'll probably have nothing to say though. But if he raises his prices, then we can get some leeway. Andreas, hey Klaus, Marie. He's just gonna ask me to eat with them. Perhaps another time. Don't keep me waiting, Andreas, until later. Nah, printing press dude is stealing my job. I gotta stop being friends with him. Right, Schlo, you get one pet. Dirty alley cat. Little flea-ridden monster. Press will go under. Yeah, in due time. Once I get my NFTs out. Good day, Andreas. Andreas, did you need something? Not now. Nah, Klaus is cool. It's just his profession I don't agree with. He just kept popping up. God bless you, Andreas. Do you have supper plans? Gert would like to have you at our table. I'll eat with them. Maybe I'll convince them at the table. Anna, get that shit off the floor. Greta, regret. I'll talk with you and eat with you after I get back from the church. I'll get phased out as a script boy. Just adding texture to it. I mean, and this time the floor is probably not that much dirtier than the table. Till, what's up, bro? Keep those sheep in line. Can I get into the church? Lady should still be here. I think I'm gonna eat with her. Maybe just speak? Nah. Yeah, Guess she doesn't know anyone here. Oh, I'm led into the church. Fuck, but this is gonna be like half an hour fucking talking to all these people. Unless they're not here. Yeah, what are the nuns up to? I'll have to oh, Sebat? What's up? Chris, I'm sorry about what is happening to Brother Piero. Talk to Cecilia? Not yet. I should. Do not know him well, but I find it hard to believe he could have killed the Baron. He didn't. I'm going to figure out who did. I will pray for your success. Oh, it might be far from your mind, but have you considered my offer to eat with you and the townspeople? The Gospel says that man cannot live on bread alone, but from time to time, a little bread is required. Of course, I'll talk to Cret and see if she wants to come along. Where should we meet you? Fuck. I do want to break bread with this dude. Perhaps later. Of course, I understand. God give you health. Till later. Talk up Cecilia after I check in the scriptorium. You Ferenc, you dickhead. Yes, what an awful time, awful time. A baron murdered at Curacao. These are dark days indeed. Brother Piero, I admit, I would have never thought him the type. What could have possessed him? Can't believe Brother Piero would kill the Baron. It's not in his nature. Piero was a half step from the grave. You really think he could have killed a man in his prime? School your tongue, Andreas. A murderer he may be, but the man is still your brother in Christ. Envy and pride inspire men to madness, Andreas, even old men. But you have come to me for reason. You need something. I came across an interesting letter from you, addressed to the late Baron Arthvogel. You rushed into the scriptorium and hid something strange at your desk. Fuck. Let's blackmail him too. What? Where did you get that? You shouldn't leave this type of thing lying around. An unscrupulous person might use it for devious ends. Because this doesn't look good. It's not as it looks. He meant to coerce me into performing a ritual to help him with the condition, but I refused, as the letter makes abundantly clear. The line between one who knows such rituals and one who practices them is thin as a spider's thread, Prior. Some would say it's only a matter of time before the temptation become too much. Do not question my devotion to the Lord, Master Mailer. I am the Prior of Curacao Scriptorium, one of the few of its kind left in Christendom. Modest though the abbey may be, our library contains works on subjects rarely found beyond its walls, certainly not all in the same place. For a man of certain academic interests, it is perhaps the only place we may meet and discuss them. I've always thought it's a perfectly reasonable area of study, so long as you avoid certain subjects. It's a rich area for scholarly insight. The Baron's interest was more than academic. When he wished to make it practical, I refused. There's nothing more to it. I see. Now, is that all? I have duties I really should attend to. A few more questions. Be quick about it. Rushed into the scriptorium and hid something strange at your desk. Pardon? And why were you sneaking about the scriptorium? Wasn't sneaking, I dropped a bottle of paint on the floor and was cleaning it up. And asked questions too. What was so important you had to be late for Tercy? What was it, some kind of disc? Just an academic interest of mine, nothing you need concern yourself with. Let us seek a common understanding, Master Mailer, as two brothers in Christ. Please, let's. Say nothing. Scriptorium is my domain, and you are a guest here. So long as that is true, I do not answer to you, but to the abbot only. Is that clear? If you don't mind me asking, why aren't you the abbot? It's an elected position, isn't it? Did your brothers not find you fit? Are you not better suited to the job given your age and experience? I will not discuss this with you. Are we done here? For now. Be well, Prior Ferenc. Bless you, Master Mailer. Fuck Ferenc. Offensive and evasive. I can use this now, right? Wait, what's this? There are deep indentations on this parchment. Whoever wrote on the page above it must have been angry. Wonder if I can make charcoal rubbing of this page and reveal the content of the writing. Oh. I should use my mouse for this. Let's go. Clear as an alpine day. It's a letter to the Baron from Prior Ferenc. Oh, I guess this is if I missed it. This must be where Ferenc wrote the letter I found in the guest house. Lorenz was blackmailing Ferenc. It's the same text. Now that I know the connection between the astrological symbols on the cipher and the elemental symbols on the Volville, Ferenc's note should be easy to decipher. Fuck, what am I supposed to do? Alright. We'll figure this out. Okay. Libra. Wait. W. Fuck. I'll go back. It's so hard to control. I should use the mouse for this too. H. No, what is this symbol? Earth. Earth, weird O. I. Fire. Weird B. Oh, is it automatically going there? H. Water. X. Fire. I'm gonna deny that one, right? Bro, cracking the Zodiac letter. There. Wait, that's not doing it properly. God damn it. X, Y, W. Gerhard. It's in the late brother Gerhard. Can't be a coincidence. Hi, Gerhard. Brother Gerhard died sometime last year. How does this connect to him? Is it an anagram using Gerhard's name? Use his name for an abbreviation. Why his name? Harriet Hardier? Where does the G go? I'm actually gonna make that your new game name. It's over. Maybe it's not an anagram. Let me think. Use his name for an abbreviation. It's a lot of letters for an abbreviation. Cipher made inside of a cipher? Oh no, let me think. Why his name? Why? Hi, Gerhard. Dutch? No, Flemish or French? Let me think. Maybe it's an abbreviation and a name. Your heart is the name. What's hi? Pod ignota? No. Ink Ilay Lacrame? So much simpler. Yek. Huh? Yeset? Here lies. Here lies Gerhard. Gerhard's grave. I wonder if it has something to do with the Baron's murder. Should ask the abbot for permission to exhume the gravestone. Grave as soon as possible. I knew it was this fucker. Rank, you dickhead. I'm putting you in the grave. Rank must have buried something here. I need to dig up this grave if I want to know what he was up to. Bet Otto would help me if he asked. Perhaps Brother Volkbert would lend me a hand. I don't want to get Volkbert involved. I have to get Father Gernot's permission, even though he's an asshole. Fuck, there's so much to do. I think I'm actually just gonna not end the day and leave this shit on a cliffhanger. I'm already overrunning my time by half an hour. I'll talk with Cecilia, and then I'll end it. Just burn the whole city down. It's only like some of the brothers who are assholes. Wait, is Zdena here? Nope. Bless you, Master Mailer. Beeswax, what's up? Good Sash, excited for you to play more. Yeah, I'll definitely be on this next week. I did have other stuff scheduled for the rest of the week, but I've been enjoying this. I ask you some questions, Sister Matilda? No, Mother Cecilia doesn't like us talking to the man unless it's necessary. It concerns the murder of the Baron. Not now. Once I get to... what's-her-face? Once I talk to Cecilia. But there's some speech I gotta go through before then. Why did you have to leave Kirsau to go to a hermitage? Bernard Vogel had an appetite for young women. Neither his marital vows nor the vows of the women seemed to matter much to him. When I was on my way to town one day, he surprised me in the meadow, made his interests clear. I'll let her continue. I refused his advances. I thought that would be the end of it. This was not enough, because he did the same thing the next day. I refused him again. I'll let her tell her story. Thought if I was patient, the problem would just leave with him. I never thought that the Baron was capable of doing what he did. Don't feel pressured, but I think you do pretty well on YouTube. Honestly, I've thought about just dual streaming, but then I also wouldn't have a way to read both chats. And I'm also thinking of doing ranked streams for the card game I play on there, just because I don't feel like it would be enjoyable on Twitch. He dragged me into the forest where he could have his way with me. Managed to badly scratch his neck. It saved my virtue, but it enraged him. And this dude was an asshole. Why was I friends with this dickhead? What card games do I play? Right now, I play Card Fight, Vanguard. Probably like a 5th tier card game. He beat me until he was exhausted and he left me there in the woods. I didn't know this about him when I was his friend. I gotta take this pin off. But yeah, I used to play Yu-Gi-Oh! I haven't really played Pokemon at all. I'm getting into Commander Magic with my brother and his group of friends that play that, which has no organic discoverability. Yeah, but I also need to work on that too. Like, never tweet. It's a miracle you weren't killed. Yes, and I thank God for it. People would find you in the live tab. I hope. Since I have, like, another phone I have doing nothing, I might try and dual stream onto YouTube. Found you because you wanted to watch someone play this game? Or you found me because you wanted to watch someone play? Yeah, that's usually how Twitch goes. No, usually it's whenever I get someone new in here, they just want to see a game be played and also don't want to watch somebody at like 100 viewers do it. Mother Cecilia had me removed from Curacao for my safety until I could recover. The wounds to my body have healed, but the attack has left a lasting injury in my mind. Say, this sounds like a strong motive to kill the bear. I was angry. I was filled with hate, yes, but it's been years. Mother Cecilia and Father Thomas helped me move past the anger to find love in this community. YouTube too? Yeah, I feel like Discovery across the board is just not where it should be. Yes, Father Thomas is our confessor, and talk to Mother Cecilia about her problems, but only a priest can hear our confessions. Yeah, I'm sure Matilda didn't do anything, and I kind of feel bad wearing this pin in front of her. We received a strange note recently. How did you know? Baroneth Vogel received one. What did it say? Here, look for yourself. Remember what he did, the violence he suffered, the red bird flies, change chapter, Vogel, the red bird. Same one. Found it in my bed in the nun's dormitory. Keep it if you'd like. Your bed? Could have put it there. The only people allowed beyond the garden are the sisters. I can't imagine any of them making this. There's no shot Sister Cecilia did the murder. Or Mother Cecilia. Mother Cecilia and Sister Illuminata have beautiful handwriting, but both of them have been so kind to me. Thank you for your time, sister. God bless you, Master Mailer. Sophie? Marguerite? Master Mailer? Yes, it's me, sister. Do you think Brother Pierre really murdered the Baron? Of course not. Oh, then why did Father Abbot have him put in the cellar? I don't know the answer to that, Sister Marguerite. I'm sorry. Father Abbot is afraid of what will happen if we can't figure out who the killer really is. Do you think the devil could appear here at Curacao? Yes, I suppose. Why? I didn't see the devil, but I think I smelled his odor. The night before the Baron was killed, I woke before Martine's... Or Maitins, not Martine. I smelled something in our dormitory. It was strong, moss and sulfur mixed with frankincense and roses. This is definitely a clue to the murder. I moved through the room. I wanted to scream, but it was too frightened, and then it was gone. I'm ashamed that I didn't cry out, but I didn't know what to do. Didn't the friar have a bunch of incenses in his room? I don't remember. Don't know that I would have done any better, sister. That's a small comfort, thank you. Thank you, Sister Marguerite. God bless you, Master Mailer. What about you, Lisbeth? What about you, Gertrude? God bless you, got it. Got one more stop before Cecilia. See if any of these are active. Wait, no, this was Cecilia. I guess Cecilia's not here. Right? Was that Cecilia? Wait, what? Shovel has blood on the blade, not no- what the fuck? I think Sister Matilda uses it in the garden. I should ask her about it. Well, if Cecilia's not out and about, I guess I'll question this sister, and then I'll call it. Not you, not you. Wait, is it? Back here. Matilda, let me ask you some questions. You know, Mother Cecilia doesn't like us talking to men unless it's necessary. I have to ask you about your shovel. A garden shovel? I wouldn't say it's mine, it belongs to the Abbey. I just use it more than the other sisters. There's blood on it. I recently used it to kill baby rabbits in the garden. The other sisters are too squeamish to do it. I feel it. Those things are vermin. I didn't clean it because it was going right back into the dirt anyway. Why bring it up the shovel? Oh, I understand. No, I didn't use it to kill the Baron. A man is not a rabbit. Thank you for your time, sister. God bless you, Master Mailer. I guess we know Matilda doesn't like rabbits very much. I don't either. Let me walk out so I make sure it auto-saves. But that should be it for now. I'll save 6 seconds ago. All good. But yeah, next stream tomorrow is roguelite night. You spin a wheel, and that decides which roguelite we play for the stream. And wait, that's tomorrow, right? It's Wednesday? Yeah. Tomorrow's roguelite night. Spin a wheel, play the game. But we'll be playing more of this next week. Skyrim on Friday. But until then, team, thanks for showing out. Thanks for following Sad Tie. Peace.